everybody. Welcome to the Broadcast Podcast. My brother Jalen is here. Seyi said he'll be here real soon. Of course, we're gonna go with the flow, like whatever y'all want to talk about in the chat, we're gonna talk about. But of course, also bring a bunch of funny ideas. First of all, I didn't tell you this backstage, but Ezra Miller had an announcement recently, like literally just 2 days ago. So we got
himself had a
he had something to say. He had something to say. Right. And of course, a bunch of sports topics that we're gonna dive into. Most of them funny, of course. And then there's also like a bunch of NBA games were released as far as like we know who will play and when they'll play and stuff like that. And so we'll dive into some of the most exciting ones, especially like certain matchups and things like that. So we definitely got to get to that. But before we get to everything, let me say what's up to everybody that's already here. We got Rich in the building, Mr. Jones, Joseph, King Sean, the Hawk, my boy. He always pulls up to the anime thing I do with ProTech on his channel every Wednesday, 8 p.m. as well. Shouts out to Hawk. Amakun was good. Yeah, we good, man. We got nice little core people in here. He said, I just got home from camp like 20 minutes ago. Don't you go back again? Or was that just 2 weeks? Oh, yeah, Lyric's already on Madden 23. He just downloaded it. And Jones, what's the good news? And Jalen, anything you wanted to say before we started diving into everything? Anything specifically that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, literally what you just pulled up with Madden. Yeah, I'm not touching that game. I'm not touching that.
Is it really that bad?
Just tell me what Lyric thinks, because honestly, it's Madden, bro, and I've yet to have fun on Madden in like maybe a half a decade. So let's I'm definitely not getting it today. Let's just put it that way.
They got the 10-hour free trial with EA Access or something though. Like that's how Lyric's playing. The Lyric didn't pay anything.
Oh, I might have to do that then on the EA Access. All right. Bet.
From everywhere I'm seeing so far, it's probably one of the best Maddens gameplay wise in a long time, but it also has some of the worst glitches. Like it's some of the funniest stuff I've seen on Twitter. Matter of fact, that could be something we check out. Let me try to pull that up. Hold on. Matter of fact, since we can do that now, pull up these Madden glitches, bro. There was one really bad with Cooper Kupp where he was literally tackled and and then he wasn't. He was on the ground, elbow and all, butt on the ground, everything.
You got. I was gonna say you gotta love it when they're on the ground and then they just get up and run.
Bro, bad touchdown. Hold on, let me go get it. And I'm not gonna spoil anymore. We're gonna get right to it. Let me go ahead and share my screen whenever my computer wants to comply. Share screen. In the beta, the skill gap was crazy. That's good to hear. Not played Madden in years. It was good, Charles. Yeah, I just don't really be playing Madden, period. It was good, Cameron. I'm just not really a sports game person like that. Like, and when NCAA comes out, I'm gonna be on it all day, every day. But other than that, I don't really care much.
You seen the Road to Glory there and everything?
Yeah, I heard about that, and that made me really excited. Even though I care way more about the franchise mode, I need the recruiting to be there. I need team building, like how you used to go to like NCAA.com and EA NCAA, something like that, and you can make your team on there with the logo, the colors, and you can pick whatever roster style you want, like cupcake or offense heavy or defense, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really hoping. I hope we get something like that for sure. And beta skill gap was crazy, and I heard a lot of positive reviews when the beta was out, and since the game has been out, it's been a lot of glitches. So
I want to be a Madden fan. I
want to so bad.
It's just so bad. It's worse than 2K, because at least 2K there are like, there's changes to the game every year. We might not like the changes, but they're changes. Madden is the same thing every year, man.
Every time. I mean, a lot of these games, even FIFA, that's why Seyi said he stopped playing. FIFA was always his favorite sports game to play. A lot of games are falling victim to the microcurrencies. They're feeding into whatever makes the most money. And Call of Duty also has the same problem, as they're appeasing to the sorrier crowd. They're erasing skill gaps so they can appeal to more people, because a lot of sorry people don't want to play games they're bad at. So they make it to where everybody's kind of on the same level. They eliminate skill gap. And then everybody's able to play. They make more sales, but it just doesn't last as long. They sell really well in the beginning. But yeah, like Madden, 2K, FIFA, just a lot of different problems of just laziness. First of all, also, all of these games have a problem of a monopoly. With no direct competition, what's forcing them to put their all into it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, but what's infuriating is it's something that for me, at least for 2K, right? One thing that I've
Mhm.
heard people like argue about is they should like add private matchmaking to make the game more competitive. Play players your skill
Oh,
capacity, right?
skill-based
Yeah,
matchmaking,
and
yeah.
then on top of that, the servers are just god awful. But I'm just I expect that from 2K, man. Like, and 2K as a general, not just NBA, but I know you play. Do you play the newest Civ, the new Civilization?
Civilization, like the strategy game?
Yeah, the strategy game. Yeah.
Nah, I haven't actually played the like. When did it come out? Like, is the one I have the newest one? Like 5 years ago? Or is there a newer one?
Well, it's new for console. Well, not new for console, but it's been out for like maybe a year or so for console. But
I don't think I have that. Then now I gotta go look that up. Hold on.
yeah. But anyways, like the first week, 2K said nothing about the servers, and they weren't even up for console. Like, so for debut, they were supposed to be up for a week and a half. They didn't go. They didn't say anything about it. They just said, "Oh, we're working on it." No timetable,
You're welcome.
no nothing. So
you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the
game. Thanks for your money.
Yeah.
Thanks for your money. Wait, so there's another Civilization. I think it's because I have 6. I have Civilization 6.
Okay, that's the one.
That's the one. And wait, what about it? You just asking if I've been playing it lately, period?
No, I'm saying the servers, man. Like, it'll just constantly drop, and 2K has the same issue. I mean, there's the same
I didn't know you played Civilization.
Yeah, sadly.
It's one of the very few games that I played that like nobody else I know plays. So that's really cool to hear somebody else that plays it, because I'll be on there by myself.
You got me on the game when you had it. You would come over and play whatever. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe 1 or 2. But
yeah, one of the old ones. Yeah, a little wacky one.
I found a way to convince my entire friend group to get the game, and like I said, it was the most infuriating thing on launch when we couldn't even play on multiplayer. I was like, man, all right, y'all got it.
Man, that's really cool. I might have to link up with y'all somehow. I might have to find some way to link up with y'all. Hopefully it's a cross-play, because I can't find anybody to play Civilization with. And I haven't played it in months because of that. I mean, I used to be a tryhard, but like it don't really matter anymore now. And my boy Seyi done pulled up. What's good, Seyi?
Yo, what's up? So I did come in like right in the middle. So don't tell me you got your friends to buy Madden 23.
No, we're talking about Civilization.
Okay, about to say. Don't waste your money on that.
I would never do my friends like that. I would never subject them to that madness. But yeah, nah.
Oh, and I missed Mr. Jones' announcement. He said he'll be wearing number 9 this season. So that's up to Mr. Jones on his football team and everything. And yeah, Seyi done pulled up. Right now we're talking about Madden. Of course, if you don't know, you're supposed to be able to get a 10-hour free trial with Madden when it first comes out
with VA access.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try it.
I got that.
I'm gonna try it, but I'm not putting my all into it.
Honestly, I wanted to wait until they get the bugs fixed. So you know how there's always bugs in the beginning before I use my 10 hours. That's what I was going to do.
Smart. And hey, speaking of bugs, I got them up now. Somebody put together all of the glitches they found on the internet. We got to dive into it because, like I said earlier, I've been hearing a lot of great things about the gameplay. Like, it's some of the most realistic skill gap gameplay doing it, but the glitches are like the most out of control in Madden history. Like, it's like the best and the worst Madden of all time at the same time.
Always an unfinished game, but they always try to release it at this deadline. It's always unfinished.
All of these franchises that release a game every year struggle. Like, 2K
we are the beta
really
testers.
Should release a game every 3 years.
Yeah, we are the beta testers.
Yeah, we that's why Call of Duty split it up. They're like, all right, Treyarch, you get 3 years to work on your next game, and Activision, you get 3 years. 2K, all of these people, I remember there's always like 2Ks in between where it feels like just a glorified update to an extent. And then it's like the third one where they make a bunch of changes, like they add the city. And then the past 2K, they just kind of slightly updated the city, but changed a lot of the gameplay. Now this next 2K is supposed to be completely different.
It looks like an upgrade. Yeah, it looks like an upgrade.
Like the way you dribble, the way you dunk, everything. You said what?
Have you heard of the My NBA, like 2K's association mode, franchise mode? They're having a feature called My NBA Eras. So you get to go back to like 1984 and start a franchise mode from there. with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
That's actually a really good idea if they don't mess it up. You get to go
to 2002 when Kobe and Allen Iverson, two of the most popular players, and then get to draft LeBron.
Yeah.
I think so too, but it's a good idea.
Because I don't know if you see the rosters like from previous years, they'll have like the starting 5, right? And then the next 11 guys are like Chris Jones, and they all have.
That's what I'm saying. That's the first criticism I thought about. Was like, how in depth are the rosters? Am I going to see Adam Keefe on Utah Jazz? I'm going to see McLeod on the Utah Jazz. Or I'm going to see Chris Jones, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Doug Davis. Am I going to see that?
Yeah, there's a certain extent they don't have enough employees to go that deep. That's why they allow us to upload our own rosters a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I hope the roster community. One thing I hope for too, because they did this in the WWE 2K game. So if they do it in the WWE 2K game, they better do it in the NBA 2K game. Allow cross-gen community downloads, so PC can upload their creations to the PlayStation users. PlayStation can upload their creations to the Xbox users. They have that in WWE 2K.
Oh, that's really
so
cool.
Need that in NBA 2K because there's this very accurate roster maker. His name is Real 2K Insider or Rashidi. Real ones know. If you know, you know. And I've been following his rosters since I was like, in middle school? And his rosters are very accurate. And he does a lot of research. Right? Say it again?
On PC?
On PlayStation 4. He has a PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So since now I got PS5, like I just wish someone would donate this man a PS5 just so I can.
He don't have one.
Again. No. So I just need cross-generation community downloads.
What's his name?
Real 2K Insider on Twitter. His name is John Marcus. So MARKISCH, I think, on Twitter. But like his ratings are like very accurate.
All right, bet.
And he studies them through Synergy Sports, through real reputable analysts to get his ratings. So it's not by a form of bias.
And no Chris Jones.
No Chris Jones. It's current rosters though. It's not like rosters from the past. But I think he did have one roster 2 years ago where he did rosters from the past as well. It was 2K12 where when they had Jordan on there, he did rosters from the past as well.
I don't know if you guys play Quick Game because I play with my friends every once in a while. But we did a My League online, and we decided that there's 5 people we can't draft. Giannis, obviously, because he's just too crazy. LeBron, KD, Curry, and Andre Drummond. He gets every
great.
I believe it.
Rebound.
Every rebound.
He's an 81.
It's like he's J.R. Smith.
Yeah, he's an 81 overall. That should not be on the floor. He's not an 81, bro.
It's like
decode.
It was like prime J.R. Smith on 2K. Like he plays so much better than what his rating is.
Yeah,
just because of what he's good at and how you can exploit that in that game.
Hey, Carl Landry.
I'll give it to Drummond, but he is one of the greatest rebounds to play the game. But dropping 26 rebounds in a 5-minute quarter game or 6-minute quarter game is ridiculous, bro. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's those badges. One thing I also won't like too, there's too many badges, and I feel like it makes some players overpowered, it makes the game overpowered, and sometimes arcadey. I understand why they do badges because it is marketable.
Yeah.
Kids like to get badges to add to their my play and everything, but it does kind of make the game arcadey in a way. Because what does badges do that ratings can't already do? If Andre Drummond is a great rebounder, you just give him high rebounding ratings. Why does he need the badges for it too?
It's specific stuff. You got pogo stick where you can jump again really quickly after you just jump. There's a whole bunch of like you said, it's literally just to increase the arcade-ish part of the game. And that's what's interesting about this next 2K is that they're gonna like how we used to have a certain amount of badges, and then now the most recent 2Ks, they kind of split all of those badges up into more individual badges. Now they're consolidating them again. So like I think deep range shooter or whatever they're calling it, this next 2K coming up is like 4 badges from this previous 2K all in one. Like it's like all of it, all dribble, deep range. It's a whole bunch of, they're consolidating the badges again. It's less badges, but each badge does more things now. Like it's like that type of thing.
I don't mind that. I just remember when they had quick draw as a badge, and that was the worst idea ever. You had a
your shot release.
Yeah. You had a waste badge upgrades on just how quick your release is. Like, come on, bro. That was terrible. Absolutely
stupid.
terrible.
That was absolutely terrible. That was some hate, especially like if you had a Hall of Fame for the quickest release. That was 4 badge points designated just to that alone. It was terrible. But let me go ahead and bring up. We got these Madden glitches that we can look at. Most of these I haven't seen before either, so I'm just as confused as y'all are. Let's see what's going on. Okay, look.
Nah, bro. Wait, so he's trying
is the play over? Is the play over? Because everybody was walking away like the play was over.
Walking. Yeah, at least the play's dead. At least the play's dead.
Hey, at least the play's dead. At least there's not
what
like
if the
a
game was just
ongoing?
Yeah, but what if the game was just ongoing? Like you couldn't do nothing else.
Time just running out. Time.
I like that in 2K where I guess I was toxic this one time where at the end of the game we were down like 4 points and there was we were in the wreck and we were shooting free throws or whatever and the game glitched where the ref wouldn't give us the ball. The other team didn't have any timeouts left, but me and my friend had timeouts. We were like, nah, bro. Just make that Just make we got all day, man. We ain't got
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And
you good, Eddie?
Got that W. We walked away.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I would have too. I would have too. I definitely would have too. Let's see what's going on in this one.
What? Oh, I think I've seen this one. You got to put the volume on this one. He's singing like Fetty Wap during the entire time.
Oh, he is chilling and singing. Hold on, I gotta download it. I guess I gotta download it. That man is chilling. He is cooling, like no stress, just absolutely chilling, enjoying his life. Hold on, we gotta do like we did with the Kyle Lowry.
Oh, brother.
Big booty.
Damn.
We shall not play that video again.
Never.
Ever.
Seyi loved that video. I thought Seyi loved that video.
Rich loved that video. I didn't.
Big booty. Bubble butt booty. Hold on, let's see. Share. Hold on. Video file. Yes, sir. We figured this out last time. I'm glad we did. Hopefully it's not too loud.
It should.
Go ahead.
$1 million for me. Say, man, I'll go like. They trying to drop me with a cake, but I know I had to state it. I was singing like, ooh, boy.
He is chilling.
Nah. If it hurt, then I talk it, then I say, Quan, where you at the top of lock, nigga?
Hey, yo.
Yo. No. With a nigga get it poppin'. Then now she wanna freak you till they. Oh my God. I'm the nigga get it poppin'. Her show like Dennis Rock. Nah, that's Demon right there. That's Demon.
And then the dance.
They sound like they was from St. Louis, I think. That sounded like St. Louis or something.
I wouldn't even have quit. I would have just deleted the game mid-game right then and there.
You not rocking with that shade.
You can play 3 people on the same team now?
Can you? Outside of like the other game modes or something?
It looks like
he said that's not a glitch. He's nice.
It looks like a regular game, and they got 3 players on the floor. Excuse me.
Yeah. It looks like Superstar KO, but it's a regular game. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even peep that at the top level.
Maybe it's just the players that are playing on the Packers were just bad.
Yeah.
Technically, it wasn't a glitch. That's just just terrible. It's terrible. All right, let's see. They said. What is this?
So one thing I read, at least with the franchise mode, is that by the second year, teams will start releasing some of their star players, or the star players won't resign. So it said like Terry McLaurin was in a free agency the second season because he didn't resign.
But look,
and they didn't update his contract.
Why?
What?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A1 Gaming.
Is
A1
what is that?
I don't even. Yeah, who is that? Who is that? Somebody supposed to just be sitting in the stands?
Yeah, because it's one thing if it's like a coach, but he's wearing a hoodie and everything. He's just chilling.
Who is that guy? This guy, that's a real bad look, bro. That's a real
I
bad
have to
look.
go back to 2K, but I gotta show you I'm gonna send you the clip one day where we were playing rec and I passed the ball. No, I was dribbling the ball. I lost possession of the ball. Or not lost. I picked up the ball. Excuse me. And the game glitched into like the AI like forcing me into a jump ball animation, right? But there was no player that was actually taking the ball from me. So the ball got ripped from me, did like a dribble move, mind you, a ghost, and then gave me the ball back. And it was crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yes, sir. A1 gaming, very realistic. That's what we want. That's what I want. I love glitches. Glitches are hilarious to me.
Nah, yeah, they're hilarious, especially when it's like just mid game and it's BS. But yeah, nonstop
definitely
with this video game.
Yes, sir. That boy got tackled and everything, but it didn't count. Come here. Yeah. Yeah, they ain't see it. Why is he so stocky and little? Like, what's going on? Who is that?
That's a fact. That man is.
Why was he built like that?
At least 3.
That's also another complaint I've seen. It said, "quote Players look way too fat." Unquote.
Yeah, he literally looked like the bus. What's his name?
Jerome Bettis.
Jerome Bettis. Yeah, he looked like a Jerome Bettis. Who was that? What is this right here? It says City in the Sky. Oh yeah.
Doesn't Madden get tired of this? Yeah. By the way, like it seems like every year when a game released, like there's always Twitter's always trending with glitches. Ain't one of these years be like, okay, enough is enough. We're tired of having our game being a laughing stock. Remember when this was a holiday? This was an unofficial holiday. People did not come to school when Madden came out. This was on the news. Happy Madden Day. I was watching Good Morning Football. They didn't make any mention about Madden. Of course, they talked about Deshaun Watson, about training camp. No mention of Madden at all. That shows how far Madden has fallen. But when 2K comes out, people talk about 2K.
Oh yeah, 2K is culture now. Madden isn't like culture. 2K is like
It used to be culture. Madden used to be culture, but now it's not anymore. Like, don't EA see that? Doesn't EA see that? Like, people are getting tired of Madden
because the money coming through Ultimate Team is crazy. They ain't got no comments. They don't need any comments.
But the thing is, they could get even more money. They could get even more money. But I guess it don't matter because the money they get from Ultimate Team is nothing than the money they get from people purchasing $60 on a game. I guess.
I think they say the work versus revenue proportion. It don't add up.
That's true.
They don't get enough money, so they just hit it. Copy and paste every year, and then they get the same amount of bread from Madden Ultimate Team transactions.
That's true. And like you said, Rico, you said that people were saying the skill gap is better right now. Watch. A month or two from now, that skill gap is going to be gone because you're going to get the Ultimate Team people complaining about the gameplay being too hard or whatever, and then the skill gap is going to be gone. It always happens. It happens with 2K as well. It happens with FIFA. Definitely happens with FIFA. It happens to all these games now.
Yeah, 2K is normally better right before the first patch. And then the first patch is like when it's at its worst. And then the game gets progressively better over time. Yeah. But that first patch always they fix glitches and then make something terribly wrong with the gameplay or something.
That's why before the first patch, I never put any VC on or at least I don't buy any VC. I try not to. I say every year I'm not going to buy any VC, and then I end up buying you
end up going crazy. Can't help it.
Yeah. But I try not to put any bread into it because it's like, the minute that patch comes, my player is he's gonna be a undrafted player, bro. At a 90 overall, he's gonna be playing like garbage, man. So
I still never played my player mode since like 2K14. Really? I can't do it. Yeah, because I can't. I don't pay for microtransactions. I just can't do it.
I just
can't do it.
I ain't mad at it.
I don't play what's it called? The My Career games. I do not play those games. The furthest I've ever gotten was last year, and I played 41 games. I have friends that'll run like 5-6 seasons, man, and I don't have fun playing the playoff games by themselves. And I'm like, bro, how do y'all doing this, bro?
I just
I
feel
gotta
like
be online.
I want to play because I do. At least I watch Chris move for the stories. I think I just live vicariously through his videos, so I don't have to play it. But I want to play it. I just feel like that whole VC system, the fact that you can't get good at all unless you pay VC, it's just so predatory.
Yeah,
and
terrible.
I just don't know why. Like they never got. I mean, they got called out on it, but there was no one ever put a stop to it. Because I could feel that like you could probably get good without VC, but the fact that there's no possible way to get good without VC in 2K.
Yeah,
So
you,
it's
you
like you have
overweight
to
if you don't
pay.
put VC in. You need badges and VC, honestly. You need actually both because VC no badges, badges no VC is just bad. It's very bad.
That I'll give them credit for because you do need a grind for your badges. If you don't have any badges, you're getting smoked. So regardless of your overall as well. So like I'll give them credit for that where you kind of have to grind, but you still have to spend bread. you still have to...
I miss the days when you just paid for the actual game and that would be enough.
Nope.
I miss those days.
So you thought that's over with now. That's over with. At the very least, there's gonna be a battle pass.
I was gonna say, and we dropping $70 on games now. So yeah, you definitely now you gotta pay $10 extra now, and you gotta pay all those microtransactions, bro. It's beautiful. You gotta
games used to be 50, then it was 60, and now they're 70. You're welcome.
I've never seen 50. I've always seen 60. It must be before my time.
Yeah, I'm about to say back.
Yeah. I remember the days when it was 50. Those were the good old days.
Yeah.
Those were the good old days. That's when that's when a cut used to be like 15 to 20 as well.
How much is 50 now?
I forgot you dropped.
Well, I paid 30 for mine. Some people pay 50. Oh, what you about to say, Jalen?
No, I was saying I forgot you dropped 40, right? For your haircut. But I guess
I paid 30. I'm not going past 30. I am not going past 30 at all.
You figure it out at home at that point.
At that point, I'm about to relearn how to cut hair again. Or I'm about to try to learn how to cut hair again. There's YouTube for that.
Oh, Shay, I gotta
YouTube everything.
What's up with your team scrapping every day, man? What's up with that?
Oh yeah. I mean,
you know, crazy. The best teams we fight every day, like what Rico said last week. Like the best teams fight every day. So that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Like championship teams fight every day. So we
championship teams. Championship teams.
So just like what Rico said last week, I mean, championship teams like the New England Patriots, we gotta keep fighting. We fight each other because we love each other, So once we fight ourselves, we're gonna fight the other team harder.
Where do you put yourself in that division? Honestly,
2.
Okay, I'll live with that because I can see why
I can live with that.
I can see why you think you're better than Miami. I'm assuming Miami because
yeah.
They're really
you
good.
seen Tua's arm, right?
I'm about to say
you seen his arm, right?
Yeah, I was just making sure you weren't a Josh Allen hater in the.
Oh no, I'm not. Look, I'm a Patriots fan. I'm also not ridiculous as well. I know we're nowhere near better than the Bills, not even close.
Right.
So yeah, I'm a Patriots fan. I'm also realistic. So yeah, I'm not gonna say something foolish like that.
Aren't y'all just loving the parody in the NFL right now? It just seems like not anybody can win, but any of the top teams could win this year, just like last year. And you can't say the same for the NBA right now, and it's beautiful. I love that. Just coming into the season, it's like, yo, this team's got it. This team got it. You can name like
the NFL is always more predictable. Like especially when KD was on the Warriors, we already knew before the season started what was gonna happen. I didn't even watch those seasons because I already knew like.
It also has to do with the playoff system as well. Like NFL is just one game, so one team, like the Giants in particular, can just get hot and just win one game. All they need is one game, not a series. A series gets to show you what team is really better, but one game you could just be lucky. One game.
Yep. Somebody can catch a cold, and now Pat Mahomes has a cold, and granted he's playing, but he's not 100%. It can just be little stuff, like super little. And also, I do have something to talk about the Patriots. It's fake, but it was like one of them fake pages that got everybody talking. So I thought it was funny because we could definitely dive into that when we get there.
Let's go.
But also, speaking of the culture, like how we talked about with 2K and stuff, Madden is trying. Like with this series they have going on, I don't know if y'all saw Stephon Diggs and Isaiah McKinney, what they did, that it was really funny. So Madden's trying to become more with the culture. I can just go ahead and upload it right now. I already downloaded it.
I don't glass. You don't wear glass.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Stephon Diggs, Buffalo Bills wide receiver, and we're gonna talk about his ratings. Well, I'm like a calculator when it comes to this. Your tackle rating on Madden is 27.
What I'm doing tackling? Oh, I done made a couple tackles though.
A couple tackles? All right, I'm gonna keep it at 27.
Put it lower.
What about your awareness? Your awareness is a 96. How do you feel about that?
I be seeing what's going on.
You aware? Yeah, I'm gonna give you a 92.
92? Why you going down?
You weren't aware that we had this going on just now.
I'm aware you got hella lint on this NFL and dog hair.
92 agility. How do you feel?
Could be hard, but it's chill. Like, you got a bug that's like really.
What are you doing? 92,
awareness
92,
keep going up. Awareness keep going up.
Your strength is a 62.
I'm like country strong though. Like,
Country? You're not even from the country.
so I'm city strong.
All right, 58, brother. Speed 92.
I'm slide. They know I'm faster than that though.
Whatever you
I ain't never got caught by nobody, and I done ran by people. That's respect, right?
92 is fair. 92 is fair.
No. Increase plus.
Overall, 95. How do you feel?
I mean, I know I'm higher than that. You don't think I'm nice?
You're
I can
decent.
be better, huh?
You can be better. All right, let's get to the real stuff, all right? Trash talking. You got in a fight today.
80. I mean, I'm slick, though. I'm, like, clever. I'm the type to say something about your shoes. Like, or say something about your glasses. Say something about the lint on your head.
Because you have a lot of money, you think you talk about other people's stuff. Yeah,
80.
slick. Celebrations.
I had a nice little choreograph. Remember the one I got?
The Tennessee.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
if I had good
50,
night.
50.
Okay.
All right, what about your hairline?
It's a little inconsistent. It could be better.
It can.
It's not, like, patchy like your beard or anything.
What?
Huh?
Are you sexier than me?
What the?
What about jokes? You got good jokes?
I'm the funniest person you'll ever meet.
All right.
Go 99.
No, 88.
Okay.
Drip.
Look at me. I got it all right now by accident. You? Zoom in on these shoes.
These.
Top of the line, mom shoes.
I'll give you a 98.
Respect, bro. You're real.
What about hygiene?
I shower more than you.
We get in the same.
We don't get in the same amount of showers.
We get in the same shower together.
What?
What? What you mean, like the whole like joke that's in there? Everybody get it, or like
Yeah, like everybody get it. No, not individual.
You use the brown washcloths. That's how I know I'm cleaner than you. The ones that Jim Kelly and all them use. I use a loofah though. You know I use a loofah.
That carries more bacteria than the brown rags.
I get rid of the brown rags. Those 99. That's how I know he got bad hygiene. He got bugs around him. I keep swatting. Yo, let me see these. Let me see this, bro. What's up with this, bro? This is just numbers, bro. Yeah, it's just numbers, bro. Never have me do no shit again.
So Madden's trying because
like
I thought that was really cool and it was funny.
Yeah, it's chill, but honestly, ultimately, nobody's gonna care unless it's the game product.
Oh yeah. Which takes us back to the glitches. I mean, I don't even think we're about halfway through the glitches. So
oh, SB Nation, the whole article about it.
Yeah, that's where I ended up finding this. That's where I found most of these glitches.
Jesus.
It says, so anyone know the nearest face scanning facility? Okay, let's see.
Oh no.
They just
Wait,
gave
what's
him
going
a
on?
generic face. No, basically, it just
Oh,
don't
it's
look like him, I
separated?
guess.
I think it's
Oh,
separated.
wait, what? Oh, it's
Oh.
Yeah, it's separated or something.
First of all, he don't look like that.
Yeah, he don't look like that. I didn't expect to see that when he turned the camera around. Y'all don't know. That one's just bad. All right, loving the camera angles. Let's see what's going on. What we got here? They say playing from the nosebleeds. That's the title of it. Oh, wait, the game started? Oh, no. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't even know what happened. Imagine being on defense and that's
negative 4 yards. He probably, he got a loss for that. Negative 4 yards.
That's what it said?
Yeah.
It was 1st and 10, I was 2nd and 14. Yeah. Oh.
Yes, sir. This is A1 gaming right here, bro. We're at peak gaming right now. Let's see. Encountered a bizarre glitch.
It registered as a practice. Wait, what?
Wait, so yeah, it registered as a practice, and when he quit out, it said it was a 0-0 tie. Okay, so this is the game.
Wearing the practice jersey with the red quarterback.
Madden 23. Okay. What's going? I mean, literally the red practice jerseys and everything. Like, poor guy. And
you went out there and you were playing your own defense.
That would have made it even worse than it already was.
Yeah.
I think this is what I was talking about, the free agency bug, where you get Terry McLaurin in the free agency by the second year. Justin Herbert's a free agent.
Yeah. Justin Herbert's a free agent. Oh, no.
Terrible.
It said crazy Madden 23 video shows refs need some improvement. Here we go. Is this the one I saw? This is like the only glitch I saw until today. Yep, this is the one. This is the one. Matter of fact, actually, let me download it because I think he's reacting to it. I believe he's reacting to it. So we gotta hear this because I don't remember if he was happy or upset, but it was one or the other, and I think he was somewhat passionate. Let me stop it. Let me stop it. Did it download? Oh yeah, download it. All right, bet. Get rid of the Stephon Diggs. And I thought I love that Madden video of Stephon Diggs because it showed his personality. I mean, I already kind of knew he was like that.
Yeah.
But the fact that he kept talking about Isaiah McKinney's shoes and the lint on his hat, that made me like Stephon Diggs even more. And it showed his accent. That man kept saying shoes and you. I thought he was from more closer to DC, Maryland, but hey, whatever. But let's see.
What?
Okay, Cooper Kupp.
That actually is a fumble in real life.
What?
Yo, no! Review that shit! Review that shit, bro! Challenge play, bro! How do I challenge this shit? Nah, that's fucking crazy. What? Yo, nah,
Need I mention, that's also the first time
done.
you've seen someone in a Manchester United jersey win a game, but yeah.
Hey.
Your knees are down! You're down! How the fuck? What the fuck is this? Yo, send this to EA right now! What the fuck are you doing?
Poor guy. He said it's that Los Polos TV. I don't know who that is, but yeah, it's him. Yeah, he is from PG. But then again, I've met people in Atlanta that said they were from PG County, and they said two and shoe, just like Stephon Diggs just did. But yeah, that's Madden out of control. So this is the only glitch I saw. This is the glitch I saw at first. And let me go ahead and transfer everything that I got up because now that we're done with Madden, we got to talk about the big announcement. Seyi doesn't know yet. So
don't tell me this man retired. Oh no! Don't tell me don't tell me to go with you. Nah, you couldn't have retired.
Even worse. He said he will announce his decision on who he's gonna play for on Sunday.
So it's not going to be the Miami Heat,
right?
I don't know, but it's the fact that he's acting like he's LeBron James. Like, why are we waiting till Sunday? Like, why did he give us a heads up? Get your phones ready.
Like the league about to shift with his decision.
Yeah, it's about to change the whole face of the NBA when he decides where he goes or if he retires.
I guess the only other team I can see him going to is the Lakers, but is it not going to be the Miami? But why?
Wherever he goes, Chip. Wherever he goes is Chip. Clearly, because we got to wait till Sunday to find out. And this came out like Wednesday. People have been waiting almost a whole week for Udonis Haslem's announcement.
I never even heard this news until today. Just shows us how relevant this was.
Hey, you gotta cut your Sunday stream and have Rico.
You got to.
Yeah, got to.
The decision 2022.
You gotta.
Where does Udonis Haslem take on the side? What bench does Udonis Haslem sit in next?
It's just
what
crazy.
bench is he going to enforce next?
I was so upset because I was on Twitter. Like, I got a Twitter notification from somebody. It wasn't Woj or Sham, but it was somebody else. and they were like, Udonis Haslem will announce decision on Sunday. Like we were waiting on that. Like, oh man, can't wait to find out where Haslem is going. I was so upset. I had to write it down. I had to include it as one of the.
He might be a good addition for the Lakers because hey, Darvin Ham's a new coach. He needs someone to be the intimidator, like how he was to Jimmy Butler when Jimmy Butler tried to punk out Eric Spoelstra. So LeBron James tried to punk out Darvin Ham. Udonis Haslem will get in his face. That's what he's good for, apparently.
Yeah, true. True. And we can I have preseason up, but like I don't have anything specific to talk about. So if we wanted to skip that, it's cool with me. If anybody wanted to mention anything from preseason, of course I've already talked about the Commanders plenty over the past week. So like it's whatever. Like we can literally skip that and go straight to KD if we wanted to. But that's up to y'all. If y'all had anything to say about preseason before we go to KD.
Not really. I mean, preseason been chilling. The games were fun.
Yeah, fun to watch.
I mean, nothing really crazy, honestly. I mean, everybody's talking about Pickens, but let's be honest, it's
my dog.
That's your boy, yeah.
Yeah, my
dog.
Get
to him in the regular season, though. That's the question. Who's going to throw it to him? How's the
Pickens?
ball going to reach his hands?
They say
bring up Pickens.
Why does he even wear that?
They saying
because he's Pickens.
Man, they saying he getting 1,500 yards.
We're NFL young boy. Stop playing with him, man.
Oh my
Stop playing with my boy. I saw a tweet that was like, "Is George Pickens better than Calvin Johnson in his prime already?" Yes, sir. I love it. I want him to be super hyped up. I don't care if he ever lives up to the hype or not.
The thing is, no one ever doubted this man's ability. It's just more about what he's going to do off the field more than anything.
Yeah, true. And technically on the field, if we're talking about him, trash talking, getting into fights. Remember that one time in Georgia when he was on the sideline? I forgot who we were playing, but their quarterback fell out of bounds, and he used his water ball and basically acted like his water bottle and acted like he was peeing on the quarterback when he fell over in the sideline. And so it's just, hey man, that's my dog, man. You can't tell me nothing. And then the way he bullies receivers, I know y'all already probably seen it. Back in college, he used to do it all the time. And then even with the Steelers, he's already pancaked the corner, blocking them. Love it, man. You can't, bro. He's already one of my favorite wide receivers, if not my favorite wide receiver. Y'all know I'm big on trash talk. I'm Chad Johnson, Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, Adam Pac-Man Jones, Cam Newton. Those are all of my favorite players. I'm all of that energy.
It's like Steelers always have like one of these receivers every single year.
Every year.
Another thing the Steelers always have is a really good receiver in the draft. How do they keep getting away with this?
They really
receiver. That's why when they
never get him in the first round. They never get him in the first round.
And that's why when they took him, I was like, that validated my opinions on George Pickens even more. If the Steelers like him, that means he must be good. Like I already thought I loved him, but
the last receiver they got in the first round was Santonio Holmes.
That's crazy.
Everybody, Antonio Brown was like a 5th round pick, and Deontay Johnson was 2nd, and
Emmanuel Sanders
Bryant
was like a
3rd. Emmanuel Sanders. Don't forget, I don't remember what Martavis was.
2nd round.
Juju was 2nd.
Yeah, I think Martavis was
like a 3rd or a 2nd. Yeah.
I think it was a 3rd.
Bro, just Jim. So if the Steelers pick you at receiver within the first 4 rounds, they're on to something. And again, as a George Pickens fan, that felt like he could honestly be one of the best receivers from his class. When the Steelers took him, I already knew. I was like,
when I saw the Steelers take him, like, oh man, like why they keep getting these receivers?
Bro, without health included, him and Jamison Williams were the best receivers in this class, in my opinion. It's just health.
I just wish he was there with Juju. I just wish he was there with Juju.
They wouldn't have gotten along. Yeah, they wouldn't.
I know. That's why I wish.
They wouldn't have gotten along. George Pickens would have been looking at Juju so upset every day the way I do. Like, if you don't go ahead acting all weird around me, like we can't hang out in public together. You weird. You weird. You dancing in front of mirrors and stuff. Like, you weird. Like, I wouldn't get that man. George Pickens and him would not be able to hang around.
Claypool and Juju, the TikTok boys.
Yeah, that would it. But George Pickens would have had
even headache. Claypool though.
Yeah, he's still there too. But at least he's not outnumbered. Like 2v1 would have been crazy. George Pickens would have requested a trade his rookie season. He like, I can't deal with it. These folks over here lame. I can't do it. He weird over here. But speaking of TikTok, Juju Smith-Schuster went from Chase Claypool. Now he's over there with Pat Mahomes' brother, who's Mr. TikTok.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think people
That's
realize
a bad combination. Yeah, that is a bad combination.
I just don't understand. They already it's a team I want to root for so bad. Yeah, I want to root for that.
Patrick Mahomes is going to try
bad.
his hardest not to let Juju meet his brother. Like, no.
Yeah, got to keep them separated. Brother cannot come to practice games, can't travel with us on away games, nothing. Because remember, his brother danced on the Sean Taylor Memorial.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had like the security lines around it. He was doing a weird, that TikTok stuff, bro.
You fought a fan or threw some food at a fan in the crowd too.
Yeah, man, that man weird. George Pickens would have had a headache dealing with Juju and Claypool at the same time. He would have been sick. But but where and so we don't really have much to say about preseason. We can go ahead and get to KD. So KD apparently said, well, an NBA executive said that he believes Kevin Durant is more likely to retire than play for the Nets again. And there's a growing expectation that KD could cause a ruckus to get the Nets to make a trade.
I don't believe any of that. And KD also said that, like, yeah, that's false. And I'm taking KD on that. Yeah, because KD is the ultimate hooper.
Yeah, he don't want to football.
Yeah, there's a person that's no more of a hooper than KD. KD is the most hooper of them, the most hooping hooper ever. If that's the word, the most hooping hooper ever.
The most only basketball. Forget the beard hair. Forget the haircut. Forget anything. Forget lotion on the ankles. It's straight hoops. That's it.
This man played on a bad Achilles. Yeah, he played on a bad Achilles, knowing it could end this whole season. He still played. This is why I say that the Nets don't need to try to trade KD, because it's not like he's not going to play anyways. This is KD we're talking about. He is going to play.
He'll die. He'd be dying in the offseason. That's why he'd be more bored and talking to people on Twitter more. He just wants to literally hoop. Everything else is just like a distraction and just can't wait to get back to hooping.
And this what the ashy leg. Nah, you ain't gonna forget that, bro. That was
it was really ridiculous.
Yeah, but this is what he said too on his Twitter in response to that. I know most people will believe unnamed sources over me, but if it's anyone out there that'll listen, I don't plan on retiring any soon. SHIT is comical at this point.
Well, yeah, I believe him. Yeah, I'm
like,
KD with that one.
Unnamed executive. This is KD we're talking about. If you said this was Kyrie Irving, okay, I might believe it. Ben Simmons, I could definitely believe that. Yeah. KD,
yeah, Ben Simmons. Oh yeah. I'm worried about if he playing. Period.
Speaking of Ben Simmons, bro, the same reason why I definitely thought that source was false when I saw it was the bread. Why would you not just continue to just to rack up the bread, even if you didn't want to hoop? Like, this man can make another $200 million in the rest of his career and not have to. I mean, he had to play on the floor, but he could pull some Ben Simmons, honestly, and still make that. He's KD. Everybody was still that man.
Exactly. He is not sitting out at all.
No, he's not
going to play. But and I think this is why the Nets say, like, hey, we're not firing Steve Nash or Sean Marks because we know you're going to play anyway. So you ain't gonna do nothing about it. So why not? Even though I would have fired them yesterday if it was me personally, if I was owning the team. But I'm not owning the team.
They would have been up out of here already. Wait, already been in Jersey.
I ain't gonna understand you want KD why you'd want Steve Nash gone, but Sean Marks has done a good job.
He traded Jared Allen for James Harden, and it went downhill ever since.
He had to. You think
did he? Did he really have to?
Yeah.
Did he? I don't think that Kevin Durant and Kyrie was holding them at gunpoint. Like, yo, look, you need to trade the whole team for James Harden. At the end of the day, you are the GM. You got to stand your foot down because you are hired to make the team. You should know how to build a team better than the star players that are playing for you.
Let
them do their job and play basketball. You make the team.
For the same reason, if you had Joe Tsai's place, if you were the owner, you would have been kicked that man out the building, like you said. So he was like, "Yeah, I ain't trying to lose." I'm gonna go get Harden. I'm gonna go get Harden, and I cannot blame him. He had to do that. Everything he's had to do. DJ, everything, like every transaction they've had to make was because of that man right there. And I guess Kyrie wants to manage the team as well, since he says everybody, we can coach the team, we can manage the team, and they straight. So he had.
Well, Steve Nash. Okay, I could see that argument, but Steve Nash though got to go.
No, he's
got to go.
Thing I've ever seen in my life. He's never been a coach.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And he's routinely getting out coached. Obviously, and then they have nobody on their bench that is making that has any offensive or defensive playbook that makes any sense. So they're just sitting there. They're just there. They don't even have to wear suits anymore. They're just wearing their polos and like sweatpants and stuff like that, chilling. That's literally
easiest millions of dollars anybody's ever made. Easiest millions.
Yeah,
really.
Chilling, bro. All you do is calling timeout, give me a 30, give me a full timeout. Now he just calling timeout.
Once I saw a lineup with like Patty Mills, Seth Curry, Kyrie Irving, all in one lineup, Bruce Brown. It's like everybody there. It was like a college lineup. Like everybody there was like 6'4" and Kevin Durant. 6'4" shorter than Kevin Durant. That was horrible. How are you gonna have 3 point guard size players? All 3 of them can't play defense in one lineup.
The thing was
against the Celtics, by the way.
Yeah.
One of the bigger teams in the NBA.
Yeah, it was bad. But the thing is, it's like the Nets had something going. When Kenny Atkinson he's just the perfect coach to progress these players, these young players. And obviously that's why they got rid of him, because he's not an ego coach for KD and them. And he just they had something going. They had so many assets.
Apparently, though,
and
Kevin Durant liked Kenny Atkinson. That's what I've read.
You heard
apparently
that?
Kevin Durant liked Kenny Atkinson.
So
I don't know if Kyrie did, but
okay.
Kevin Durant did.
What was the move for Steve Nash then? It just doesn't make any sense.
Big name, the sexy name. Steve Nash as the head coach. You got Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, James Harden as the star players. They think like, they got D'Antoni as the assistant originally as well, so like they can just have Steve Nash kind of run that old Phoenix Suns run and gun offense with that team. That was a dream there.
Yeah,
that was a dream.
I have something. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this, but I had an argument with my friend about literally basically the Nets team with the Harden, KD, and Kyrie, right? He was telling me the Raptors ring against the Warriors was a fake ring because KD went down and Clay got hurt, right? But you could say that about almost every season. What about
every season there's always some major injury.
Yeah, with the Giannis in them.
Yeah, exactly. The Giannis one, like not talking about the Celtics one or how Kyrie was out for 6 games, right, or something like that, and Harden was on the hamstring injury the entire. If it was Game 7 and they had Kyrie and Harden at full strength, they're not losing that game. In Brooklyn, they're not losing that game. So don't win the championship. The Suns don't get out the first round if Anthony Davis isn't hurt. So like, something like that. But my friend, it's worse because it was in the finals. In my opinion, it's worse because it was in the second round.
Yeah, people didn't even get it.
Made it to the At least the Raptors played the Magic, which obviously they were winning. That they beat the Sixers in that crazy buzzer beater in the second round, right?
Yeah, the one from the side of the court, the corner.
4 on the rim. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And everybody was healthy. And then they beat in Eastern Conference Finals. They beat Giannis and the Bucks. So those are not 2 legitimate teams because the Magic were right. So like 2 legitimate teams, full healthy, and they made it to the finals. That should be enough to be like, yo, that's more authentic than the Bucks. Even though the Bucks team, in my opinion, was really good, they just ran into the Nets, who I thought were going to win the championship, and they were, honestly, if they didn't get hurt. So they, every year you could be looked at as like, oh, this is a false.
There's always
some type of BS or whatever. So
the injuries have always been a part of things. I mean, that's why we got Tracy McGrady's prime for such a short amount of time. Grant Hill never took off. Brandon Roy had a couple of good years. Who knows what the NBA would be like if nobody ever got hurt? KD right now. I mean, he's still KD, but he's still coming off of a torn Achilles. He's not the same, at least defensively. You know, injuries just always play a factor. Yeah, like you said, anything could be fake. Any ring could be fake.
Yeah, and then KD adds to his accolades. I mean, if you don't miss an entire season and all these injuries, he could be climbing up there with LeBron and these all-time numbers. Like, he could come up there and stuff like that. But yeah, nobody's gonna touch that LeBron record when he sets it.
Yeah. Because I mean,
yeah.
and that speaking of that, we got to get to the LeBron extension. We got LeBron signing a 2-year extension for how much was it? Hold on, where is it? There we go. We got LeBron for a 2-year, $97.1 million extension, which is a little weird. Let me bring Seyi back on.
Power went out of my condo, like right when I was talking. It just came back.
So the internet went out? Like what went out first?
Internet, lights, everything.
Because I thought you were on a laptop. Aren't you on a laptop?
Yeah, but internet.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? So the internet is what got you.
Yeah. So that's what happened. So like, yeah, it just cut off. I think it cut off like right when I was talking or right when Jalen was talking.
Yeah, you were in the middle, like mouth open, pause for like 5 seconds. It was down bad, bro. It was down bad.
Frozen. I was just letting it
I was like, we just gonna move on. Jalen just kept talking. We were good. We professionals around here. We good.
Professionals, I love it. But like, I don't know if you even respond to this, but Land Over Life mentioned the Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr at least had great assistants, former head coaches as assistants surrounding him everywhere. So I honestly believe that first year he didn't really do too much in terms of making decisions, and he was still at least working in the front office. He was the general manager for that Phoenix Suns team I just mentioned. So he was at least still working, or team president. I forgot, general manager, team president, but he was still working in that front office. Steve Nash had none of that. None of that experience.
Nothing.
Off the streets. Just
off the streets. TikTok.
Was working for Bleacher Report as a soccer analyst. Was even a basketball analyst prior to that.
Did y'all see that Bronny is ranked as a top 50 recruit, but apparently has no offers? Well, speaking of that, we got to talk about this too. Y'all saw what Skip said about Bronny with the
I mean, this is Skip's character. This is Skip's gimmick. I'm not even surprised. Like, this is how he stays relevant, by hating on LeBron. So you got to extend that hate to his kin. You got to hate on LeBron's
he got to go ahead and plant the seeds now. So when Bron retires,
exactly,
he got the next ones to hate on.
I mean, Skip got to stay relevant. Skip got to eat too, right? So you got to hate on LeBron's kids when they come up as well.
And that's all it is, bro. There's nothing more to it, bro.
It's entertainment.
There's literally no way he believes the stuff he says. This is definitely for ratings.
First of all, play is sick. I don't care what league you're in, NBA and whatever. That's a filthy poster. And Skip,
when he said, "Hey, Bronny, impressive," but your dad would have dunked it left-handed. You sure got away with it though. Matter of fact, let me go try to find the dunk while we here. Let me go try to find the Bronny dunk that Skip hated on. Because it's just why like S tier hater, literally, bro. Like, how did it get this bad, bro? How did it get to this point? Like, LeBron be chilling.
It's all entertainment, yeah.
Oh, man,
all entertainment. That's all it is. They're just playing a character. I don't even take any of it seriously.
Some of the best Skip Bayless quotes are some of the quotes that he didn't ever say, like the fake Twitter accounts that'll just say something egregious.
And it's something that he would say.
Yeah, All
right, I found it. Let me actually go ahead and pull it up. I gotta download it first though. Actually, while we wait, we could have a good little intermission real quick. While we wait, I can go ahead and pull this up, and then we can go ahead.
Big booty!
Hey, I said do not play this video again. All right, I'm taking my headphones off. I can't do
this. Lowry! God damn, you thick!
I'm actually okay with this making an occasional.
Is it safe now?
I'm not sure.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let me go. Oh, and Jalen sent me the clip, so now let me send that to myself.
that. I had to show
I'm
you
gonna
that.
send that to myself. We're gonna have to look at that as well after this. All right, so here's the dunk for those of y'all who may not have seen.
Sure, many NBA point guards can pull that off.
Extremely impressive, and nobody should be overcritical of high school players,
That's a
in
really
particular
good
those
dunk.
are professional athletes, especially if you're a junior in high school and only average 1.4 points. I'm just saying.
Unbelievable.
Why is Jalen Rose always on Skip Head ever since that one day years ago when they had that debate? He always been on Skip Head, bro. Oh, you was on junior varsity, and as a senior, you was
And you
Wait,
were
averaging
was that
1.2
for real
points.
though?
Yeah, Skip was terrible. Like,
But
Skip
was he on
like-
junior varsity as a senior, or he was just saying that?
So I forgot. I got it. Matter of
Because
fact,
like,
let
is
me
that
go try
even
to find it.
possible?
Yeah, but I think he said he was on JV as a junior, and that's what Jalen was harping on. But his senior year
Jalen.
averaged only like 1.2 points or something like that, which is just how do you even do that? Like, how
Yeah, I'm
do
about to say that's worse than zero. Like, let
Yeah.
me see, bro.
Mailman's got a free throw every game. He just
Well,
hit
I
one
got it
free
right
throw
here
every game.
too. Because I haven't seen this clip in a while, so I forgot exactly what he said. That's my bad. But I got the clip right here. Jalen Rose on Skip Bayless's
Positions
head.
were only created so a novice could follow the game. Just because you're a power forward, that doesn't make you physical. Just because you're a shooting guard, that don't mean you can jack up threes. That's
What
just
were
a
you,
position.
Jalen? What were you?
Where were you? Did you
What
average,
were you?
Did you average 1 point?
Skip started
4
it.
points as a senior in high school?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all of that Pistol P stuff, Water, Pistol Pete
Okay.
Jr.
Okay, we'll address that later. We're
Okay.
going to.
Don't ignore that. Did you play junior?
Yeah.
Did you play JV as a junior?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll
And
follow
What were you? What
Okay.
were you? What was your position?
I have no position. I have
You
no,
were a point guard.
I have no game.
You were a.
All right, so
Skip started
right,
it.
both of them are right in a sense because Jalen is a point guard, and Russell Westbrook, I'm sure he was trying to point out that he's a point guard, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
He's right, but Jalen, yeah, Jalen he did not have to do him like that, bro.
No, that was a long time though. 'Cause that's before the hair markers on Jalen's hair. So that was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, it was a minute ago. Water,
Before all
Pistol
that
Pete
that hairline paint and hairline markers that
go,
you putting on
hairline.
his hair.
Jr. All right,
You know
I
how
got-
barbers will mess your hairline up and they'll just put that marker on?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Beijing, the Carlos Boozer. Remember he sweated it
Yo.
out that one day.
Oh, that was too blatant. That was too blatant.
Hairline was terrible. Hairline was in the abysmal mode, bro. It was terrible.
But I mean, what can you say against that though? Like Jalen Rose is a former NBA player. It's not like you can say like, well, you done like he's a former NBA player. So like it's kind of like it's like, yeah, well, if I was Skip Bayless's shoes and then some former athlete goes and spout that to me, like what can you say? Like you were former NBA players. That's not fair. That's not fair to me. I had to work for this position.
Because they don't even do it to Stephen A. I mean, he played in college, but like he played
Yeah,
for.
he wasn't. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
better than
he
Skip.
got no
but he
playing
wasn't
time for
great.
HBCU.
Yeah.
For HBCU team.
Yeah.
He was better than Skip, but not good. Like barely better than Skip.
There's only one time I've seen an NBA player lose in that argument with like a person who's played and hasn't played. It was Ryan Hollins with Max Kellerman. Did you see that?
I probably don't remember it.
So you know how Ryan Hollins like.
If anyone would lose is Ryan Hollins, I could see that. If anyone were losing that argument,
yeah. But you see how he's been hating on Giannis or no?
Lately,
No.
like how recent is this?
This is a couple years ago, but he's always hated on Giannis. He's like, oh, he's not as good as everybody says, right?
Oh, so that's his gimmick.
Argument was like, he's like, Giannis is like, imagine Ryan Hollins, but good. Because it's really the same. And Ryan Hollins is like, well, at least I played in the league, and it just did not matter. It didn't land. It was
Yes,
didn't hit.
You played, but you can also put barely before the played, and that still resonates.
You out there. You there. You there.
You're on the roster. I mean, he's on the roster for about like 8-9 years, but I mean, you like, yeah, you were on the roster. I mean, you played, but barely. I was on TV. Yeah, Beck Tillman can say, look, you say you play in the NBA, but I was still on TV more than you were.
And honestly, like I didn't know who Ryan Hollins was until like I knew him as a reporter. And then when I saw him as a reporter, I was like, this guy is tall. He must have played in the NBA before. He's too tall in that seat to just be somebody that didn't play in the NBA.
Only reason why I know him is because he was on the Celtics team when in KG and Paul Pierce's last year. When we had Greg Steamsma on the team, you know, those players.
Oh, wow.
He must have been a good locker room guy because he's been in the league for 8 to 9 years, and he's been on the end of the bench for like every single team. He must have been a good locker room guy. He must have been great in the locker room. He must have had that Udonis Haslem mentality in the locker room. Must have.
He'll be like, oh, I remember when I had to guard Blake, or I remember I had to guard this guy, and it's like, bro, you guarded that man for 2 minutes before the
literally like 2 minutes. Literally, probably in practice because I think he played on the Clippers too. So I remember I had to guard Blake in practice. That's probably what he was talking about.
Ryan Hollins. Actually, I have the clip too. But...
high school, I was like, yeah, man, like I was guarding him up, I was clamping him up. We're like, man, that was in practice. And I'm like, hey.
Like when people were talking about Kendrick Perkins and how he was averaging like 4 points a game or whatever, at least Kendrick Perkins at his day, he was a very good defensive center. Yeah. And he started for multiple teams. Yeah. So like even though he wasn't a scorer, he just wasn't a scorer. But Ryan Hollins just did not play.
Legs, right? Just going between the legs like he doing something.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that. Now the most of
and the worst fit of all time, the Alcatraz fit he was wearing. You seen that?
No,
I probably don't remember it. I've probably seen it, but don't remember
Alcatraz. Just do that, please. That man looked like he just came out of. I don't even know how to describe it, bro. He got the stripes on just like Rico, but it's like throughout the entire fit.
Oh, this outfit is terrible. Hey,
put it on the screen. Put it on the screen.
Bro.
Texas. Texas. Hold on. Share screen. Somebody tripping, bro. Hold on.
That man did a whole show like that.
Shouts out to Texas. What is this? Where did he even get the hat, bro? The sweater already was bad. Where did he get the hat to add to it, bro?
Man's trying to rock the referee fit on.
He looked like the Hamburglar. Why? Like, what is this? What is the purpose of this? What was the idea going into this, bro?
He did an hour-long ESPN.
That shirt is like too tight as well. 2 sizes too small. His head is too big.
He looks like Chef from South Park because of that hat.
That man did 10 segments with that fit on.
The background is too lovely to sit there and look like an optical illusion.
That hurts my
The background is too it looks like he's at Atlantic Station, and then he's a walking optical illusion.
If I seen this, I would have changed the channel. Like I don't know how the producers let him slide with that. That's not attracting viewers.
They probably
Yeah, bro. Anybody 80 and up had to have gotten a headache looking at this segment. Automatically, bro. Automatic. Kids confused. Kids fell asleep. He made everybody dizzy. There's no way.
Yeah, man.
Nah, this just upset me, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more upset than I am laughing. Like, this is terrible. This don't even make sense. Like, what happened? Like, where did he get this? Where did he buy this from? Why was it in his closet? Was he happy when he was about to wear it? Like, when he wore it and put it on before he walked out the house, did he think he was about to kill him today? I have a lot of questions. But I have the Ryan Hollins clip. It's like 4 minutes, so I'm gonna try to skip and find like exactly where we're supposed to be in it. Here we go.
Big booty, big old bubble butt booty. Kyle, let me see that booty. Lowry, goddamn you thick.
All right, here's the real clip. Technical difficulties.
Some guys come back stronger from ACLs, right? Yeah, but they also are never the same. Steph Curry and Draymond Green. That's his pick and roll partner. The second player right after Steph that, in fact, makes the Golden State Warriors what they are. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. KD didn't play this year. And this is the real claim you're making, whether you realize it or not. You're saying a center can't be the MVP. Really, what you're holding against Giannis is the fact that he's a center who can also handle, guard the wing, and do all those things. But because, in fact, he's a big, you won't give it to him.
So really, you disagree with everything.
Harden at 5th. How about Simmons and Embiid? Simmons and Embiid just gave the eventual champion Toronto Raptors with Kawhi Leonard 7 games and lost on one of the great clutch shots of all time. Leonard and George, you should flip-flop with LeBron James, and the GOAT is Jordan. That's ridiculous that you call LeBron James. Who plays Giannis?
I was hoping this is him getting on Ryan
did this year.
Right here.
Why does Draymond get so open on the short roll action? If you don't know what a short roll is that's where they double team Steph, he gets the ball, and then he's able to go and make plays.
Because they have shooters. Think about what Giannis did this year. Offensively, his PER. So we can talk about points, assists, rebounds, assist to turnover ratio, effective field goal percentage, free throw percentage, three-point percentage, mid-range. But PER takes all of that into account. And it has a number at the end. And the number, the PER number, we're talking about just offense, Giannis 30.9, Harden 30.6.
But off of ACL, Klay Thompson is going to be stronger than he was.
They didn't even do it.
Absolutely. Some examples, yes. Some examples, they're never the same.
Somehow he stopped working hard? You know,
there are other players who worked hard off an ACL and haven't been the same.
He didn't need, that was on paper, bro. He's always been a point guard. That was a paper move.
No. He handles the ball more under D'Antoni than he did before. His usage rate went through the roof. To Harden's credit,
so what was Chris Paul then?
He sustained an excellent efficiency.
What was Chris Paul then? What was Chris Paul when he was on the floor?
Chris Paul played off ball a lot, in fact.
So no controversy, did an excellent job.
Mike D'Antoni's a guy who made Jeremy Lin look like an MVP, who got Steve Nash a couple of MVPs.
Max is looking down, like I guess where Ryan Hollins is in comparison to him is kind of down. So Ryan Hollins looking like it looks like he's looking at us, and then Max Kellerman is like looking down. That's always been like annoying to me, a pet peeve of mine when I be watching those.
He probably had his chair. He probably had his chair all the way up just to look on level with Ryan Hollins or something.
He wasn't even in the studio. You can tell.
Ryan Hollins was somewhere else or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Just know he said that he's like Ryan Hollins. He's like you, Ryan Hollins, but good.
I wanted to see that. Where was that? I'm gonna keep trying to look for that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep looking. Max.
And then Ryan Hollins immediately gets mad. He's like, but I played though. Did you play? And it's like, damn.
I was on TV. That's the response I'm gonna say. I was on TV.
Is it like a overrated? Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman gets roasted.
Yeah, I can look for you.
And the thing is,
I think I see it. I think it might be this.
Like, if you try to use that argument against Stephen A. Smith, it doesn't even resonate because at the end of the day, Stephen A. Smith gets paid more than some players. So if you were if Ryan Hollins used that against Stephen A. Smith said, "Well, hey, I get paid more than you. I got paid more than you." He always has something to say.
He got some ace up his sleeve.
Like, they get paid more than the players, then I don't need to play. Like, the fact that I could talk about it and get paid more than you says more about me than it does about you.
Good point. I think this might be it because it's only like a minute long. Maybe this is it. Let's try this one.
They're definitely talking about Giannis.
I'm not gonna do that.
Please not. Please.
Not gonna do it.
You have that video bookmarked.
Right.
Well, first off, I want to congratulate Giannis because those believe that I've been incredibly hard on him through the whole season.
Why is his face like that?
But unfortunately, no, they got it wrong.
Let me tell you how good Giannis is. It's hard to imagine. Ryan Hollins, imagine a guy your size, but really good at basketball. Think about that for a second.
Your size, but really good at basketball.
These are relative terms when it comes to your NBA career. But
dang, I wanted to see his reaction.
I
wanted to see his reaction. Dang, why is everybody getting all creative? Nobody cares about your edits.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about your edits.
He's 16. Super defensive off rip. I don't blame him, but bro, he lost. He lost.
It might be this one, this 7-minute one, maybe, hopefully. I'm just gonna have to try to find the exact part, maybe. Because I do want to see, because I don't remember if maybe I've just never seen it type of thing. I'm trying to see it myself. Let me see. This might be it. All right, let me go ahead and bring it up. Oh! Just can't help it, bro. Just got to.
Right?
Well, duration. It's always him. Think about what Giannis did this year. Guy your size, but really good at basketball. Like, think about that for a second.
Coming from the guy who can't play basketball.
Your size is really good at basketball. Think about what Giannis did this year. Offensively, his PER. So we can talk about points, assists, rebounds, assist to turnover ratio, effective field goal percentage, free throw percentage, three-point percentage, mid-range. But PER takes all of that into account.
There's one thing that Max Kellerman has that Ryan Hollins doesn't. A rap song. Music video
true.
too.
Max Kellerman does rap. That's up. Actually, while I'm watching this, I can pull that up.
Yeah, Max.
You said what?
I was saying, that Max has. Okay, I thought you were saying Ryan Hollins rap too. I was about to lose it.
Because he missed
I'll go
fewer
look
games.
for that while we.
Harden is
I'm
the better
waiting to see Ryan
offensive player
Hollins
than
react.
Giannis, but it's
If he reacts
marginal.
more
It's
than
like
this.
very, very close.
How's that? How does that
close
he
on
averaged
defense?
6 to 7 points more.
Is it?
How's that marginal?
I'm just telling you, the PER favors Giannis.
That
I'm giving you Harden.
He is the offense. Everything initiates with James
Was this
Harden.
when
The one
Ryan
thing about
Hollins
Giannis
was playing
in the
backup Stephen A.
in the fast
and
break,
doing a horrible job
he
at
is
it?
a freight train. We've seen nothing like it. He's even more dynamic than LeBron James has ever been. But in the half court, everything, literally, when I say everything, everything goes through James Harden.
Okay.
And keep in mind, I don't want to say he didn't have Chris Paul, but he ain't have Chris Paul.
That's why he's making those facial
Eric Gordon
expressions.
for a
Trying to
couple
play
games. And he even missed
Stephen
his
A.
doggone defense, Clint Capella. And when Clint Capella went down, we expected everything to come shattering down. And the reality, Max, is it?
Bro, he's got to be trolling. You see what he said today, or I think he said it sometime this week. But they were talking about the top three, and he said LeBron ain't top three all time. It was like, yeah, I got Bill Russell in front of LeBron. This man's definitely just trolling at this point.
He doing it for clicks, bro. He doing it for clicks.
That's what they do it for. Like, I don't even be following these.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Listen.
Max Kellerman.
Super 90s New York with the video.
Like super early 90s.
With the video too, yeah. Like him bobbing his head rapping.
He's from New York.
This is like every quintessential New York rap video in the 90s. Like everything about this. The cuts, the edit of him just moving through buildings while rapping.
Yeah,
same quintessential video. That head bobbing right in the camera shot.
So annoying.
The boxing references, super Max Kellerman. He said something on my skin's European.
It's definitely making me mad. So who's better, him or John Cena? Because I ain't gonna lie, I got John Cena.
Nah, John Cena got bars.
Yeah, I got John Cena. Yeah, I got
John Cena legit got bars though.
Well, but I'll take that way before I take what's his name, Yeet. I ain't listening to Yeet. And I'll tell you another thing. The Rock, I don't understand why people keep doing that verse. That's like the worst verse of all.
Well, that verse is terrible. Yeah, that Rock verse is so bad.
That is absolutely
a Spike Lee tribute. My mom said it was a Spike Lee tribute. It was good, DMV 2000. Caleb got a game tomorrow. Hey, best of luck to you, my boy. I said it's a Spike Lee tribute. Yeah, I definitely got John Cena. But yeah, we didn't even really talk about LeBron's contract. Like, how y'all feel about him getting that 2-year deal? Like, what's the strategy here? Why did he take the 2-year deal now?
Because he wants to stay. Like, I mean,
yeah,
he want to stay in LA at this point. They have all this turmoil, but like, they make one move. First of all they need is 1 year. If this year doesn't go well, Westbrook's gone, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah,
so,
it doesn't. Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna run it with my boy AD, who outside of that bubble year, he's been injured, but still, you know, you got to be on the floor. So I don't see any reason why LeBron would want to leave. If anything, I could see him going to the Clippers just to stay in. But other than that, nah, he's
acting career and uprooting his kids and making them move and stuff. Yeah, I just don't see him going anywhere.
You heard it.
Yeah, exactly that.
His son gets drafted.
Yeah,
and exactly. Yeah, exactly that. Like, I really don't think, like, of course he still wants to win a championship, but I don't think that's like his main motivator anymore. He's just chilling. Like, even when they don't make the playoffs, he's not like incredibly angry. He's just chilling because at the end of the day, he lives in LA. He got to do Space Jam, still making a lot of money.
His
family's doing good. He's a billionaire. Exactly. He is a billionaire. Why would he want to go back to Cleveland in his late 40s? I mean, late 40s, but late 30s, approaching 40.
Crazy right now. Cleveland is crazy. That ain't no way. I don't care what's going on.
He is chilling. He is chilling. He don't care if this team is trash or what. He already got his championships. He already got his legacy. He's in LA, the big dog in LA.
Yeah.
Cooling.
There's no way I'm making the NBA, but if I do, the only way I'm playing in Cleveland is if I get drafted there. I'm not going.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exactly.
There's no way.
Exactly.
Free agency. They better be the best team of all time, and it's an easy ring or something.
He
There's
made
no
his
other
promise.
way.
He said he'll bring a title to the city of Cleveland. He left
and he did
before he could do that, but then he came back and accomplished his goal. And he's like, okay, I brought the title here. Now let me get my ass up out of here again and go to LA.
Now that you bring that up, that even makes it crazier how he got all those legends to pull up. Not legends, but all those great players to pull up and play for Cleveland. Like
no one playing Cleveland otherwise.
Jeff Green he still has some years in him, and he went to Cleveland. And then Kyle
got Dwayne Wade to go to Cleveland.
Yeah,
from Miami.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade is crazy.
Derrick Rose as well. Like that's wild.
Yeah, they just only LeBron. The LeBron effect.
You got Kevin Love to be a Cleveland lifer.
Oh yeah, man, still stuck.
Kevin Love is still there. I want to say stuck anymore because now Cleveland is actually a good team, but.
Looks like he loves every minute of that young team. Like he loves being on that team.
Gives them energy.
A couple of years ago, he didn't though. He was
he was
remember that time? Remember that time he just inbounded the ball wrong or something like that? Just didn't care.
Can't blame 30 mil on a bad team. Cannot blame him.
Yep. And this extension lines up with Bronny's supposed to come out of the draft. We'll see. I mean, it looks like the other son's actually going to end up being potentially the better one. I mean, at the very least, he's taller. You would say Bronny probably has better defense.
In terms of a build.
Yeah, like Bronny has better defense and technique and stuff. The younger child is just the boomer bust type of guy right now.
Yeah, he looks like he has more potential to be a star, while Bronny looks like he could be a role player.
I could be wrong. He looks slower, like a lot slower. Bryce. He just looked like he's slower getting to his movement.
I mean, they're just not gonna make another LeBron. Probably.
And at the end of the day, he's still like what, 13 years old? He can still get more athletic.
Obviously, slower than LeBron. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing LeBron like at 13, 14. Of course, he was much better than them at that stage of his career, and much more athletic. But just because he got the genes, not everyone's going to get those exact genes. The fact that they could be NBA players alone, that just shows how strong the genes are. But LeBron's one of a kind. Literally. It's usually role players where their children become better than them, but when you have but superstar players, rarely does a superstar player gets a son that's as good as them, or not even nearly as good as them.
Yeah,
it never usually happens.
Curry's a very unique situation where the son surpassed the father.
Yeah, but like I said, that's a role player. Like when the father is a role player, usually the son becomes better than the father. Because they also travel to different teams as well, and they got to meet different people, see different organizations. While a superstar is usually on one team, at least back then.
Oh yeah, 90s. True. That's a good point. Gary Payton.
Who ends up on top, Del Curry or Seth Curry? Who has the better career at the end of it all?
Del Curry. Del Curry.
At the end?
Yeah. Del Curry's bigger, was a starter for more years, even though Seth Curry's not that far behind.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they're similar in talent.
Right now, he's at his peak, even though he's, what is he, 32 now or something like that? 33?
I think he might be younger than that.
Than me now. Like she was just hooping. That's so funny.
To go back to that Spike Lee tribute, all he was missing was that random just shot where he's just moving forward, going just dead on straight. and just going.
Yeah, they kind of had it. He was kind of off to the side and like going through the buildings. But yeah, it was like close enough. Oh yeah, and Rich is right. I have heard a lot of great things about Carlos Boozer's sons.
What?
And I think they're out in Alaska. I've heard that like they are. So I think it might have been Rich that mentioned it earlier, but for some reason in the back of my head, I know that Carlos Boozer has some really good children. Like they about to be different.
How old are they?
Yeah, I saw a clip of one of them. I mean, but and then it's still like they could be really good right now. You can't tell once they get to college or the NBA. But
yeah,
Carlos Boozer is what I count as a star. He was a star player, like a borderline star player at his peak.
All-star, so yeah.
His hairline was terrible, but yeah, that works. And also Ezra Miller apologized. That's the big Ezra Miller announcement. He apparently he apologized for his recent behavior, saying that they're suffering. He says that he is suffering complex mental health issues. He said, quote, "I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. I'm committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage in my life," unquote. Meanwhile, I think he's arrested, but if he's not, he's still on the run. So I don't know what's going on.
Thank God he changed his statement to past behavior, because if it was just recent, I'm like, bro, haven't you been doing it for 4 years or something like that? It was like 4 years.
He's on a tirade for 4+ years. And then what is apologizing doing? With all of the different things that's happened, how do you apologize? It'd be different if he had one problem and he consistently kept doing that one thing. But Colt and grooming children and kidnapping families and hitting people with chairs and choke slamming people, those are all completely different things. You can't just apologize for all of that at once. And that's not even all of it.
My bad, y'all. It's my fault.
Yeah, my bad.
That's on me. That's on me.
This definitely came from DC, and like Red Wing said, get caught grooming, pull a mental health card. Classic. It's just terrible, bro. That whole situation is completely awful. Also, we could take a look at some of these NBA games. Where are we at? Do not restart this. I might actually, if I don't pause it, I'm gonna block it with ad block.
You get to see Hawks and Magic. DeJounte Murray get to blow Paolo's back out then.
Yeah,
I think that was October 21st.
Actually, where is that game? I think that game's on here.
I think that was October 21st. So DeJounte Murray gets to blow Paolo's back out October 21st.
Yes.
Can we please
scroll up.
Can we describe it as something else, please? Can we wait? What is this? What did I just click?
We describe that gameplay, but
right there.
We can't rock with the column.
Where DeJounte Murray gets to blow out Paolo's back.
Bruh, can we anything but that? Like we can say
this is the equivalent of you keep playing this Kyle Lowry video. I'm going to keep saying it.
It is the equivalent. It is the equivalent.
My mom said, "I'm sorry, I groomed and kidnapped your kid." Do over. And then you know what? Because people apparently don't know what Seyi's talking about, and it sounds really bad.
Why?
Really bad without context.
Oh, you talking about Paulo? I thought this was another way to segue to Kyle Lowry.
Oh no, not yet. We're gonna do it at least one more time before we leave here. Where did he say that?
Quotes. You gotta put the quote in the search engine too. Blow back. Blow space.
I'm just gonna type in blow.
Space back.
I'm just gonna type in blow, bro. Where'd it go, bro? We just
go to the images. Just go to the text and say,
here we go.
There we go.
Got it. So this is what Seyi is talking about. So if you're curious as to why he keeps saying blow your back out, this is what DeJounte Murray sent to Paolo as a story. Sounds like someone needs to inflate their back. What is going on? The visuals are.
DeJounte's going to do that. DeJounte's going to do that apparently. That's what he said.
But we don't have to describe it like that when we talk about the game. Like come October 21st, can we please just say DeJounte Murray versus Paolo?
That's going to be the ESPN headline. Come October 21st, the Orlando Magic play the Atlanta Hawks, where DeJounte Murray will blow Paolo's back out.
What does that mean?
I'm here for it.
I'm going to blow your back out, little boy. Quote DeJounte Murray.
I'm definitely pulling up, but like, what's going on with that? Like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Rico said he's ready to see DeJounte Murray blow out Paolo's back. He said that.
or the opening weekend or something like that. That's crazy. Yeah, no, that's wild.
This is the NBA. This is they did this on purpose. They saw all this Twitter drama, like, oh yeah, we put in this first game.
Speaking of doing the NBA or the NFL doing something like that as well, like you see Deshaun Watson coming back to play the Texans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that too, but Deshaun Watson plays the Texans as soon as he comes back. So that was definitely on purpose. Russell Wilson plays the Seahawks week 1, and Baker Mayfield plays the Browns week 1. That was definitely on purpose.
Okay, but those two are cool. But the Deshaun Watson is not even like.
Oh yeah, to literally suspend him until he plays that as his first team is. They gonna make so much money too, and I hate it because I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna be one of the reasons why they did it.
Rich, you could also say that's from his time being in Atlanta as well. You can make it a lot of things from what DeJounte said.
That man,
you can say like, hey, he's already assimilating to Atlanta culture. You can say that as well.
That man Ben had that boy. He came over here. I don't know what's going to. Because what
you
kind
can
of
say
lingo
that
is
as well.
that?
You can say a lot
I've
of things.
Never heard that lingo before. Like, what does that mean?
And that man,
if he's not talking violence or anything, weird, what else could it mean?
He thought it through and posted it on Instagram too.
Like at home.
He thought long and hard about that one.
Oh Lord, why did you say that? All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move on. So you got the Sixers versus the Celtics, October 18th. Lakers versus Warriors. Oh yeah, it's a W. Easy W.
It's gonna be one of two things. It's either gonna be a blowout Boston win or we lose on some ref calling some 3-second violation or something. Something stupid. I just know it. We should be straight.
Well, I said I've never heard of it either. And then posterizer does not blow your back out. That has nothing to do with nothing. Right? You can't make that. You can't try to justify that. Lakers versus Warriors. Nets versus Pelicans. I'm not really seeing the correlation there exactly. But that should still be a good game.
Yeah. I mean, the first
Jazz versus Nuggets.
The first week they always have some games that are like, all right, I got to tune in just to see how this guy does versus this guy.
Yeah.
Or just them together. Like, for instance, like Dallas with Christian Wood now, like, and without, they gotta,
that better be a blowout. Nuggets and Utah Jazz. It's Donovan Mitchell and chips
Friends.
And candy
and
friends. Yeah.
Hey, don't sleep on Will Hardy. Will Hardy, the new head coach, don't sleep on the Boston pedigree, man. He been sitting on that bench.
Boston pedigree.
Okay. With what roster?
Hey, Brad Stevens did it 6 years ago.
They trying to replace
Amir Johnson, so I'm not hearing it, bro.
Amir Johnson, I forgot about
they trying to replace their French center with another French center. That's their season this year.
Fun fact: Amir Johnson is the last player to come out of high school into the NBA. Last player.
Really?
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Crazy.
Because he was drafted in the second round, I think.
Maybe something like that. I just know he's the last player to ever come out of high school.
He was a fine role player. Yeah, he got drafted in the second round. So like that was the last year, and it was a high school. That was the last year. So high school players were trying to rush. Even high school players that weren't even ready for the NBA. They were like, "Hey, this is the last year. We might as well go because I don't want to stay in college or something." But yeah.
So college was so fun too. I don't know why people. I know you want to get your money, but college was so fun. I would do it all again if I could go back in time.
No, if you think about like if you might get an injury and then that can mess up your paper.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm taking it. And if I could get drafted, I'm taking it. Second round, first round, whatever. I'm taking it.
And you said he was a second rounder, and I think he was. So like that even like doubles down. Like get to the league right now if you can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of, he got undrafted. He was supposed to be a first round pick.
Who?
Christian Wood on the Mavericks.
Yeah. What happened? How did that end up happening? How you go from first round undrafted?
Said he was like maybe I think it was injury problems, or they said he was an off court problem, something like that. And he dropped. He was supposed to be a first round pick, and he dropped and got undrafted. And his girl broke up with him that night. Which is crazy.
Dang.
Dang.
And no thanks, Ma.
His girl should have saw the future. His girl should have saw the future.
Yeah, she very narrow sighted on that one.
Yeah,
let's see.
PhD, bro. Go ahead, bro.
She blew that one.
What?
So, oh wow, I hate it. Celtics Heat. That's a revenge game.
Yeah.
Nets versus Sixers. Of course, we gotta watch that. If Ben Simmons is playing, even if Ben Simmons is not playing,
we still gotta say if Ben Simmons is playing November 22nd. That's how bad it is. But he got his money, so maybe he'll play now.
Y'all seen that video yesterday of Gerald Houston? You guys know who Gerald Houston is?
Yeah. Guy who hugs people.
Yeah, and says
there's someone he's not.
He came up to Ben Simmons and said, "Oh, yo, what up, Russell Westbrook? What up? You can't shoot."
And Ben Simmons was in a candy store of all places.
Yeah. He was in a candy store. Everybody was all mad about it, but I'm like, bro, that's what he does. That Gerald does that to everybody, bro. He did the Rondo. I think he said Chris Paul. He did Lance Stevens. He was like,
one thing I find him funny, but one thing it did that with the Chris Paul thing, it just made all these like 10-year-olds in the comments saying like, "Oh, that's Rondo. Oh, that's Chris Paul" in the comments. It was just like, okay, we get it. This joke is like 5 years old. We get it.
Yeah, he's done it to celebrities, and certain celebrities look like they about to fight him. Like when he did it to Young Thug looked like he about to kill him.
The thing is, at this point, like, who doesn't know who he is at this? He got millions of followers. Like, so
I mean, I didn't know what he looked like. I just had to look it up. Because I just don't really be into that type of stuff, so I didn't know. I know who y'all talk about, but I didn't know what he looked like.
How's he running into everybody? Like he running in. It looked like Ben Simmons.
Cali.
10:00 in the morning at the mall, and he is searching for candy or whatever. I don't know what's
going on.
Yeah,
like how did he know Ben Simmons was going to be there before he got there? Did he just happen to be? I don't know how he's doing it.
That's why I hear that's how Cali is like. You're just gonna run into random celebrities. Like that's how New York was like at a point too. Like you're just gonna run into random celebrities like every day.
That's where that was.
Wait, what is look? Amish people make some bomb chicken wings. What?
That is so random.
What is what? How do you know? Like, where did you meet? I don't even. All right.
But how did it go?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Wait a minute. Tom, I didn't think of that.
Wait, what?
He said something about chicken wings, bro. We ain't talking about no chicken wings.
It's just out of the, and then how did they make it? How did they make? Aren't they the ones that don't like? Wait a minute.
No electricity. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. How did they make chicken wings? What they cook it in? How did you meet them? Where do they be? That's crazy. That's like a whole thing that like exists in America, and like we just forget it's there. I don't know where they be at. I guess it's in the Midwest or somewhere in the country. That's crazy. Yeah, but that was super off topic.
Isn't that Jabari Parker?
Because they definitely have lights on. So what
ain't Jabari Parker Amish?
What?
He was?
Is he?
Mormon Amish, are they the? Excuse my ignorance. That ain't the same thing.
No, I think they're different.
Okay. Excuse my ignorance. Excuse my ignorance.
Yeah. There's no way they're the same thing at all. But
it's not like they're gonna know I said that. But excuse my ignorance.
So I just looked it up. Amish are like closed off. They're very introverted. Mormons basically welcome anybody that want to come and pull up, basically, type of thing.
So basically, Amish has no black people.
I thought they.
That's what I heard.
I thought they don't use any electricity. And like I said, I've been to Amish market, and they definitely had lights on. So what's going on?
I don't know how that works.
Who's lying to us, bro?
Oh yeah, D-Dad does make chicken outside, so I guess that makes sense. But the lights on in the market, I don't know how that works. I don't know. I guess they broke their own rule just for that to attract business. I don't know. I don't know. Even though I feel like it would have been better if it was more authentic with like candles everywhere, or just have it outside. But Timberwolves versus Jazz, of course. Rudy Gobert versus. I still hate that trade. That trade will. I was cool with Ant being on the Timberwolves until that trade, and now I'm like, you got to get out of there because they're not trying to set you up to win a championship. Yeah, they're trying to hold you back.
Yeah. Plus,
that trade made me so mad.
I just don't like Cat anyway, so I feel bad for Edwards. I don't think Cat can be that guy. So he can.
I like it for Edwards in that they're at least trying to get better. Even though I don't say it's the right trade, at least they're trying, not just standing pat. and then having a disgruntled superstar by the 7th year in the league, and they want to leave because it's just them in a box of cookies. So at least they're trying to get better. So even though they mortgage their whole future away for that, but they're trying to get better.
There's that perspective, but like with the league, like allowing every player to just force trades now, like I would force a trade. I'd be like, yo, sign and trade for my max contract. The max, what's it called? The extension, the rookie extension.
You don't really have any control until like his 5th, 6th year in the league. You don't really have any control on that, anyways.
You do, because look at Zion. Zion could easily.
But did he leave? No, he didn't leave. He saw all that money and like, why am I going to leave for? I'm going to stay.
But I'm saying,
with Anthony Edwards. I'm going to turn that down.
But I'm saying force a sign and trade though. Like you can still get that bag and then be like, yeah, you got to sign and trade my ass because I'm not staying here, bro.
DeAndre Ayton couldn't do that.
Well, A's not good enough. I'd let him walk.
He should be, but he isn't. He should be, though. Definitely should be.
Who y'all take him? You take him or Bam?
I'll take Bam. I'm
about to say, sadly, I'll take Bam, and it shouldn't be that way. It really shouldn't be that way.
Bam himself is like he'll not be aggressive sometimes as well. Like he has plenty of nights where he'll just sit
sometimes
there.
Bam, you got pair him with another center in some matchups.
Yeah,
it's like Al Horford at like to an extent. You got pair him with some centers in some matchups. You can't play him at center 24/7.
Yeah, have any big men though. Like they got Yurt 7, and
he's not
Haslam.
He's not starting.
Haslam. Haslam coming back on Sunday.
Hey, got to make that decision.
And they'll have a big man on Sunday if he decides to come back to Miami, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, the hand of the league is in Udonis Haslam's hands right now. We're waiting, and everything is going to change from there. That determines who wins the championship and everything. We got to find out what's going on with that. Got to find out. And I guess technically the Knicks versus the Mavericks, that's interesting. And of course the Hawks versus the Spurs, even though, I mean, that's not really that. DeJounte Murray didn't leave with bad blood.
Is DeJounte Murray going to swing on? I beg to differ on that. I think he left with pretty bad blood. I beg to differ. He was talking a whole lot of trash about the Spurs since he left. If you check his Twitter, he's been talking a whole.
I didn't even know.
It wasn't just Paulo. He said he's going to blow the backs out of. It was the whole Spurs fan base. He said that about
why?
everybody.
Like, because I thought the Spurs did him a favor by trading him. Like, yeah, we're rebuilding. You deserve better, so we're gonna let you go.
That's what they said to the media, but apparently, DeJounte Murray been trying to pull a Kawhi and force his way out the Spurs.
But
okay, I ain't mad at it.
My friend brought up a good point. I gotta see Trae Young and the Hawks go pull up to the Garden. I gotta see them go and face New York.
Oh yeah,
every
time.
I gotta see the hate. I gotta see
that's just entertainment in itself. Like they don't even care about the game. Just whenever Trae Young gets the ball, just gonna hear the Tower of Boos.
Spend the whole day
while he drops 60 on them.
Yeah, spend the whole day in the city and just watch New York. Just hate that man. Just enjoy every second.
I love every second of it too. ESPN also had a really interesting article where it's like they had who's all in on a championship, who's all in on a championship over the next 5 seasons, and then who's all in on playoffs, who's finishing 500, all in
Kings
on their
finishing
core,
500. That's funny.
and draft positioning.
Wait, they had the Kings finishing 500?
All in on nothing.
Even though, honestly, though, I think Kings. I'm not even going to say it. The Kings have
Kings
potential to be good this year.
So bonus is crazy, bro.
The thing is, the Kings haven't. Isn't like there's some stat where the Kings like the only active team, or since
they haven't made the playoffs in 15 years.
Yeah.
So they
have
to pull something out of their ass because they're not winning 500 games.
The last time they made the playoffs, I think I was a freshman in high school.
That's just because, like, in the NBA, more teams make the playoffs than don't. Like, there's no excuse, and play-in games now. Like, there's literally no excuse to go that long.
I don't see that happening. I mean, they're gonna run it back because think about it. All the teams in the West, a lot of them are rejuvenated. Like the Clippers didn't make it this year. They're definitely making it this year. You know, barring.
Healthy. Oh yeah, Clippers are crazy.
The last time. I was going to say, last time Kings made the playoffs, I don't think Curry was even in the league, or he was just a rookie. Steph
like
Curry.
15 years ago, so he wasn't in the league. No,
definitely wasn't in the league. Definitely was not. LeBron was young, like very. LeBron was just starting. And then so the Knicks with devious handles.
Ryan Hollins was in the league.
Oh yeah, our boy Ryan Hollins.
He was probably on the Warriors. He was probably on the Warriors during that time, or the Kings.
Yeah, getting the 2 minutes per game. Yeah, with the 0.5.
Going crazy. All
crazy.
in on playoff success.
Fouls
championship next 5 seasons. Championship this season. Yeah, it's just a random article if anybody wanted to check it out. I thought it was pretty interesting. Like if you just like super duper into all of that type of stuff. And then also one thing I saw that was pretty cool was they already had their top 100 college football players.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really interesting because a lot of people feel like Jackson Smith is supposed to be better than Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. I mean, he kind of looked like it last year. I'm not gonna lie. And Bijan Robinson's been getting hyped up since his freshman year at Texas, so I'm not surprised by that
he
at
had
all.
1,600 receiving yards, and what did Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave have?
Bruh, that offense was crazy. That offense was insane.
Did they have 1,000 yards as well?
I'm assuming so. I think they just
that's
just
wild.
I think they got to have Stroud and Jigba number 1 and number 2 because either one of them is winning Heisman this year, in my opinion. I think one of them is going to have a phenomenal year. I mean, I think then Jigba is going to have just undoubtedly a great year, and then Stroud's going to be the quarterback, so he probably get it. But I think one of them two is going to definitely win. I don't see Bryce Young getting it. I don't see Bryce Young getting it. I see one of the Ohio State guys getting the Heisman this year. Unless
I can see the argument for that. I mean, because Bryce Young is going to be a great quarterback, but then again, we question Alabama receivers every year. Every year when an Alabama receiver goes to the NFL, we like, who do they have up next? And then it ends up being somebody out of nowhere that just goes crazy. So I don't know who that guy is yet. Yeah. And maybe he'll pop up out of nowhere, but yeah, I agree. If I had to take a quarterback wide receiver duo, I'd take C.J. Stroud and Jackson Smith over whoever Bryce Young is going to be throwing to.
So Chris Olave had 65 catches for 936 yards and 13 touchdowns last season. Okay. Garrett Wilson, he had, I'm pulling it up right now, he had 70 catches, 1,058 yards, and 12 touchdowns last season. That is wild. And then Jackson they got another receiver, too, other than Jackson Smith, that I think is also really good. Apparently, from what I'm seeing.
I don't even remember.
That is wild. How they get all this in one team?
But it's Ohio
State. The fact that those
bro.
two guys were first-round picks, and they weren't even the best receiver on their team, and they even said it. Because when they interviewed them, they said, like, we weren't even the best receivers on our team.
Bro, Jackson is different, bro. It's about to get real spooky. And, of course, Will Anderson is just different. Sadly, he went to Alabama over Georgia because he's from Georgia. I'm still mad at him for that, but he's ridiculous. Nobody on Georgia can block him to save our lives. Nobody in the whole college football can block Will Anderson one-on-one. Jalen Carter, just like with Jackson Smith, out of the receivers, Jalen Carter was arguably our best defensive lineman last year. So I can't wait for him to finally show that he was.
I think
People don't believe us yet. Y'all gonna see about Jalen Carter.
Nah. Jalen Carter's gonna go crazy, bro. He's gonna go crazy, bro.
People be like better than Jordan Davis, better than Trevon. I'm telling you, bro. Jalen Carter was our best defensive lineman last year. He just didn't play as much as the other guys. And then we already know Brock Bowers. Come on now.
Hey, but I'll tell you that the centers and the guards in Oregon gonna clamp that man up in game 1.
Okay, I hear you. I love the trash talk. We sure do. We play Oregon week 1. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait. I can't wait for football, NFL and college. I'm so excited. Y'all already know we're about to have historically one of the best tight end rooms in college football history with Brock Bowers, Arik Gilbert, and Darnell Washington. I can't wait.
I was about to say Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, they're saying he's going to be probably better than them too.
They got Marvin Harrison Jr.? I didn't even know he had a junior. Golly, man.
That is crazy. I hate to stray from what we're looking at right now, but I'm pretty sure you've done it before because it's been like a week now, but we haven't talked about it. The Commanders fight song and mascot options. Please. Why? Why?
Let's get the song. Get that out the way. It's trash. The song is trash. It sounds like Civil War. Sounds like we about to go fight for our
embodiment of their
freedom.
team.
I hate it. And then here he goes. I don't even know why I allowed that lob to sit up there for Seyi to dunk it. And then we can pull up the mascot options. I was actually going to do a video on it soon, so I'm going to do like a more in-depth thing. Why did I type in mascot options without commanders? Like, what did I think was going to happen? What was I doing?
I've never been so disappointed as a Washington fan after watching the the mascot options, because the fight song is one thing because it's still pretty archaic because not every team has a fight song. That's one thing, right? But the mascot, bro, come on,
it's terrible. Hold on, let me.
The hog. I want them to choose that hog. That put no fear in my heart. No fear in my heart.
I really don't want it.
It's
Tidar history.
Inclusion. They got a black superhero. That's inclusion.
Shut up. Shut up.
Why?
First of all, the superhero looks atrocious. Number one. Number three.
Terrible.
Number two.
You look like off Jimmy Neutron or something. Like you should be on Jimmy Neutron.
I don't think it will be this though. I think that they're just giving us like a little. This looks like clip art. From like old Microsoft PowerPoint. I don't think
like y'all said that Washington will be named the Red Bulls. Y'all think y'all didn't think it was going to be the Commanders, right? This is going to be it. This is going to be the mascots right there. They already got the costumes ready.
Yeah, even if it's like that, it's just the representation of that. Because the hog, I get it, because it's the past, right? I'm okay. But my man, we're the Commanders. What a dog got to do with it? And why? What a superhero or a historical?
The dog could be named Commander.
We could do something with a German Shepherd. No. Give me a dog, man. Give me a dog.
I'm sorry, I love dogs, but no, bro.
Historical figure.
We're not going to touchdown and celebrating with George Washington on the sideline, bro.
I definitely don't want that. Please, no. And I feel like superhero could either be really good if they do it right, which I'm pretty sure they won't, or it could be really terrible. There's no middle. Superhero's either going to be good or terrible.
Right there. He'll look like my man's it's not that right. It's going to be right
there. That is Microsoft clip art. That is free clip art that they use.
At that FedEx Field, bro, I'm walking out. I'm walking out, bro. Because at least the other three options, like, you can't screw up because they're just basic, but a superhero, it's bound to look stupid. It's bound to look stupid.
It's bound to look terrible. It's a 1% chance they get it right. And every other way it's gonna end up being terrible. I mean, like if it ended up literally being this, I'm done. I'm done. This don't tie into nothing. So I think with dog, I mean, of course I prefer dog, but I'm just biased. I think you could do something with like a German shirt because they have that.
His name will be Captain Commander. He's a superhero.
Something like that. Yeah, I can see that.
Captain Commander.
Hog is the safest.
If they pull up with that superhero, with that actual, I don't know what this.
They lose
like
half
the black
their fan base
from
that
Jimmy
day.
Neutron.
They lose half the fan base gone that day. But yeah, the hog is clearly the safest because of the old Tar Hogs, one of the best offensive lines in NFL history. You say what?
The hog looks like he's wearing a mask himself, just like the superhero. What's up with that?
Everybody is. Everybody but the historical figure. Super hog, super dog. They BSing with this part. Like, just ignore the art behind it. Just look at the titles. Ignore what they got behind it because they're trolling. There's no way that's real. Captain Commando, no pants. Oh yeah, that's actually really bad. Captain Commando, and then it'd be pants. Oh, no pants. Yeah, that's a setup for jokes from everybody. Cowboys, Eagles, Giants fans, everybody, man.
We already the butt of the joke. Like that, we're. It's just bad, bro. It's like,
I mean, the name blows, the mascots blow, so
why do you keep using the word?
It works out.
I was talking to Dad the other day, and I'm like, "Yo, there's just like we just feel like we're fake. Like we look like one of those fake football teams like you'll see in a movie where it's just like
kind of a little I see.
I mean, they definitely try to impersonate one on the field. They don't do too well at that.
I hate them. But I mean, the mascot is whatever. I hope it's something good, but at the end of the day, it's just don't make it to where it's embarrassing. At the end of the day, I prefer a dog, but just don't make it embarrassing. Hog is definitely the safest. And then the fight song is just terrible.
Inclusion, the bottom right, that's inclusion.
The fight song is absolute terrible. Seyi, have you heard it? Matter of fact, don't even hear about it.
Please, as long as you don't play the Kyle Lowry, I want to listen to it. As long as you don't play the Kyle Lowry as a way for you to play the Kyle Lowry, I want to listen to it.
Let me see. Let me make sure this is it.
It's beautiful.
I'm trying to find the fight song right now.
And it's everything to it. It's not like the words are just bad. The words are bad, yeah.
The words are bad, yes.
The cadence is just like, bro,
it sounds like the Russian national anthem, but in English. Like, it's terrible. It sounds like war. It's not good, but not good war.
And the girl
racism war.
The girl has racism war. The girl has a voice, but she just doesn't fit the football context. Like, it just doesn't seem like I'm at a football game. It sounds like somebody singing the national anthem. Yeah.
It sounds like M1s and bayonets on it, like in like just marching band Civil War fighting for America's freedom. Like, there we go.
It's bad.
It's terrible. And then the yeah is so lame, bro.
Definitely not blowing anybody's backs out with this. That's all I got to say.
It's absolutely a truth. Best believe when we hit the game-winning touchdown on the Giants, I'm gonna be shouting that song at the arena, bro.
Bro, it's terrible, bro.
Crazy.
That's atrocious.
That's bad.
That is absolutely that is like literally like as bad as it could be. But
it
I already
like
knew when they were
high
picking
school
it.
Team's theme song.
That's
what it sounds like.
I hate them. But I already knew when they were designing the new song and they were gonna adapt the old one. I already knew like this isn't for me. This isn't for my audience. They're not catering to me. They're catering to the older fans that are still upset that we're not the Redskins anymore. That's it.
Daniel Snyder, essentially.
All they had to do was change one word from the old fight song, and we would have been straight. Would have been straight. In my opinion, I'd have been like, all right, we cooling. We chilling. I'll bump that.
Was the old fight song "Hail to the Redskins" or something?
Yeah. And it was like, okay, cool. Like, you cut that out and you make it Commanders. We straight. We chilling. I'm okay. I have no issues. I can't even sit here and be like I'm super mad, but I'm super mad about this. And then the mascot options, bro. I've never been more just
historical figure. Well, what's going to be George Washington just walking through?
Don't even worry about it. Hold on, because I started working on a video for this, and I can actually share this real quick. Hold on, let me pull this up. Move this to the side. I actually have. I've been looking around Google, Twitter, things like that. Let me see if they let me share my preview. Share. Stop share. Share. Let me see if I can share with the concepts I've seen so far. Do we got it? So yeah, they're not gonna let me rock like this. So let me open it up. Let me open it up in some tabs somewhere. Hold on. Let's see. Open with Google Chrome. Why did they move it over there? All right, we'll put it over here so y'all can see it. They put it to where y'all couldn't see it. All right, so this is one. This is the dogs one. Oh, I gotta share it. Share screen. I almost did the Kyle Lowry. I'm not gonna lie to stop myself. I had to show self-control. All right, so this is one example they have for dogs, which I'm not mad at, but like, yeah, that's not it. That's not it. I like this helmet concept with the
Clemson?
dog's paw.
Is that Clemson?
Like
that's
Clemson.
that's not Washington Commanders. That's Clemson.
There you go.
Hey, look, it's a colonizer.
Literally.
You can't catch
an oppressor.
That man. You can't catch me taking a picture with that man.
Never. Kids running and screaming the opposite direction, scrambling away from this man.
Oh yes, this is definitely an upgrade from the Redskins. Definitely.
The Hawk. I think they're gonna mess up the Hawk, even though
it's definitely gonna be the left. It's definitely gonna be the left.
They're gonna mess up whatever they pick. It's gonna make me mad. German Shepherd.
Use that, and I'm mad. They are not going to do so. They're just gonna.
That's
we
a
can do
cry
like
for help
Georgia,
from
how
that
we have the
German
real
Shepherd.
bulldog that's there. We can have a real German Shepherd at the stadium that comes out.
I
before
see
they
it in the size. That's a cry for help. Like, get me out of
Like,
this.
crap for hell.
Honestly,
There
that
goes
would be
my
cool. I wouldn't mind that. And name them Commander. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like a little actual real life German Shepherd. I don't know who. Yeah, this one made me mad. Like
That's
this one
definitely
really
gonna be.
made
That's
me mad.
definitely gonna be the mascot right there.
This one made me so mad.
Porky
like,
Pig.
bruh,
right
stop
there.
trying to
That's
make it
definitely
cool.
gonna be the mascot.
Bro, let it go, bro. Stop trying to make it. But again,
Porky
hogs is the
Pig.
safest option. Just don't do that with it. You can do hogs, but don't do that. Whatever that is, don't do that.
Whatever that
Don't
is,
do
don't
that.
do that.
Mr. Attitude said, you know it's going to be embarrassing. Yeah, I think they can't help themselves. It's gonna end up being
Commander
something
Red
terrible.
Hog. That's his name, Commander Red Hog.
That's making me mad, bro.
There can't be a team behind this. There's just one troll. There's just one.
Yeah, it's just one guy. I think he's dead serious. Matter of fact, hold on. Y'all keep going. Give me a little bit of time to find something real quick because it was really hold on. Just y'all keep going. Y'all can talk about what it. Hold on. I'll move over here. Y'all keep talking about that if you want to. I gotta find. It might take a while, so y'all got it. I gotta find this, bro.
That man had his tag on there too. Thought he got off with something, and that's gonna be the mascot though.
Your boy Bolaire not playing with y'all.
He's like, I got y'all, brother. No charge.
I got it. No charge.
Commander Red Hawk.
No charge.
Commander Red Hawk.
Everything up, like even with like that when they debuted the that symbol right there with the Super Bowl wins, and they had the years like off or whatever, and everybody was like outraged for obvious reasons because it's like, bro, what are you doing? Have you seen that, Seyi, or no?
Oh no! So the symbol they have the number of Super Bowl wings in the symbol. Yeah, because it's a circle, so it's a 0. Yeah, okay, yeah.
But what they did was they put the year the season. So you know how football season is like the year prior.
Yeah.
So they put that instead of the actual year we won the Super Bowl.
So like when y'all went to like 91 or something, they put 1990.
Yep.
Oh wow, yeah, that's kind of confusing.
Love messing everything up. Yeah, they had misspellings. Remember in our top 100 Redskins of all time list too. They had like 12 names misspelled. Like they just don't care.
If this was a Patriots organization, everything would be clean, precise. Grammar will be spot on. We get the years right. We put the year we won. So just different cultures, different organizational cultures. See, that's why we fight every day, because we fight for the love.
How did this turn into this? How did this turn into this?
Day that Belichick retires. That'll be my happiest day.
Bro, we all gonna celebrate.
And then Belichick's son about to be promoted to head coach. Same thing. Same thing.
And
all right, so
Kraft sells the team, and they go to Seattle or something. They go to
St. Louis.
And the market of Boston, of course not. Of course,
St. Louis.
I wish they would sell a team. That the whole Boston fan base is going to just grab the whole team and keep them trapped.
Oh yeah, they're not going to let them go. Players going to get kidnapped and held hostage.
They're going to be trapped.
And last thing before we go, one of the guys that designed one of the logos on his Twitter account, he came up with his own fight song. Now I want to give y'all a fair warning. Don't say I did not warn you. So if you want to leave now before we do it, if you want to mute your mic to where you don't hear it, again, I gave you fair warning. I don't want to hear it.
I feel like Kyle Lowry's about to come up next.
Is it loud? What's going on here?
Comfortable, Commander Nation in the burgundy and gold. From the other side of fandom to behold, our celebration will be unavoidable. Every score makes victory the goal, and our opponent will be so predictable. Take command, look around, DC's alive. This is Washington Commanders football.
Let's do that.
This is so bad that Rico
let's do
had to
that.
get out.
He said, "Let's do that." He said, "Let's do that."
Oh.
It was so bad that Rico even got out for a couple of seconds.
I had to excuse myself, bro, because I felt like laughing that hard was mean.
A tweet with it saying like, "This is they have to do something like this," or like, or
yeah. He said literally the tweet is hold on, because he's the one that designed. Let me find it. He designed this. His name is Hurl. I think he designed this, I believe. So yeah, like this is him. He said, here's an audio version of my Commander's hype song, betted on Indestructible by Disturbed. So I don't know what that song is. It must be some rock song and I guess he changed the words.
It definitely ain't no rap song.
And I don't know if he maybe he's trolling. I don't know, but like that was terrible. Like, hold on.
Indestructible, Commander Nation in the burgundy and gold. From the other side of fandom to behold, our celebration will be unavoidable. Every score makes victory the goal, and our opponent will be so predictable. Take command, look around, DC's alive. This is Washington Commanders football.
That's it right there. That's it right there. This is why y'all team will be under 500. Ain't no good team is going to have this monstrosity of music, your actual fight song, and these mascots. This is why y'all going to be under 500.
I don't know if you can do this and you won't get copyrighted, but you should drop that every time we score during your live streams, bro.
Loud too. Make it sound like it's everywhere, like it's 5 of him singing too.
Yeah.
Like put an effect on it. Unbelievable. That's so annoying, bro. But that's a good way to end it because you can't beat that in just randomness. You can't beat that. But yeah, man, y'all already know, man. Broadcast show every Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Talking about everything. As long as it's funny, we're gonna talk about it. Anything y'all wanted to say before we got up out of here?
Well, I didn't want to blow that one out the water, but I mean, we didn't even talk about the Deshaun Watson thing. How y'all feel about
Oh yeah, you know
games?
what? Matter of fact, yeah, let's get to that. Let's talk about Deshaun Watson. Where is that at? I do have that as a picture somewhere. There we go. Yeah, let's talk about Deshaun Watson. How you feeling about it?
Jay.
I said, because you were not going to suspend him for 16 or for a whole season, 17 games a season. You weren't going to suspend him for that. NFLPA was fighting for that. They weren't going to let him get suspended for 17 games. So I said 12 games. They got it to 11. But I just wish the NFLPA that was fighting for Deshaun Watson would have fought as hard for Calvin Ridley, who was over there making donations for the Atlanta Falcons. Why didn't they fight that hard for him? They were fighting hard for Deshaun Watson, though. But hey, as long as it ain't 6 games or whatever it was, that suspension was ridiculous originally.
Yeah, it's like either he's guilty or he's not. Like that's the weird. This middle that we're doing is weird because he wasn't convicted, and you're suspending him even though he wasn't convicted. But then you only suspended him 6 games. Like that didn't make sense. So and then the 11 games still doesn't make sense. But
you add on to the original suspension, even though it wasn't Goodell, but still, you still add on to the original suspension. Like where's the math? Where's the math?
Yeah, like who's in control for real?
Yeah. Where's the logic in any of this?
Who is for real in control here? Please let me know.
Vontaze Burfict got suspended 12 for targeting, but it looks like Burfict. You should have just done the massages instead, apparently, because Deshaun Watson only gets 11.
People suspended indefinitely for weed is crazy. Like indefinitely, like.
And weed is legal. Weed, and I think the NFL allows weed now. So why
are you still suspended? Like currently, why are you still suspended?
It's like people in the U.S. incarcerated, still in jail for weed possession. When in the United States, most states legalize it now.
Yeah,
crazy.
It's gonna be legalized federally, like at some point, like just everybody at some point.
Didn't OJ Mayo get like the latter half of his career?
It was hard. It was harder drugs though for OJ Mayo. It wasn't just
Tyreek Evans and OJ Mayo were definitely beyond weed a little. They was something.
I thought Tyreek Evans was PEDs, like he was steroids.
Yeah, it was PEDs for Tyreek Evans, and I think OJ Mayo was like some type of other drug. I don't know if it was cocaine, probably that, but it was harder than weed. I remember that.
That's ridiculous. OJ Mayo is supposed to be so fine.
Until we found out the man was like 2-3 years older than his listed age, and then everything.
It's kind of the Buddy Hield effect. Like, no wonder you look so good in college. You're 3 years older than everybody.
I don't know if you remember Shabazz Muhammad, but it's the same thing. Everybody compares Shabazz Muhammad to the next Kobe in high school, and then we realized this guy wasn't like 18, 19 in college. He was 22. as a freshman, as a high school as a college freshman, he was 22. No wonder why he was the best thing out in college. So like when he was more athletic than them, now since he's playing with other grown men and his athletic body didn't grow because he's already grown.
Already reached his peak.
He wasn't that athletic.
Prime. He's in the prime in high school.
He was in his prime in the 11th grade.
Last year in UConn was UConn's last good season. They have been nowhere since. Ever since.
Yeah, it's been the straight women's team since then. Yeah, straight women's. Like, that man brought that whole program down with him. His career and the program took them all together. The Watson situation is like looking at that is absolutely ridiculous. First of all, also, did y'all see that he's been struggling? Like I saw in training camp, there was some fans. I may have to find it.
This man haven't played in like nearly 2 years. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think he's going to be like all of a sudden a top 10 quarterbacks. He's playing the position of quarterback that he hasn't played in nearly 2 years.
It's so annoying too because he comes back week 12 against the Seahawks. I mean the Texans, and we played them we played them the second to last game of the season, January 1st. So we can't dodge that. By then, he'll be warmed up. He'll be right back to being his normal Deshaun Watson, sadly.
So can we agree a cakewalk for Cincinnati for the title, or not the conference title, but the division title, or are there you got some Baltimore believers? Because
I was about to say, I think when the Ravens are healthy, they're a better up and down team, but that Joe Burrow, the Jamar Chase, and that receiving core period, that they're literally, other than quarterback, the Bengals' strengths are literally the Ravens' weaknesses, and all of the Ravens' strengths are the Bengals' weaknesses. It's kind of great. If you could put them together as one team and then just like keep either one of the quarterbacks, you would probably have the best team in the NFL. Because the Ravens' secondary is insane when healthy. Absolutely insane.
Who do you think has a better chance for MVP, Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson?
Burrow.
Probably Burrow, yeah.
Because Lamar Jackson,
NFL's behind him too.
Yeah, exactly. Just more how media bias. Right now, Lamar Jackson, he's being less media friendly in the eyes, into their eyes.
Yeah. And he already got one.
Burrow's,
so.
He's
and he already got one.
Back at the wrong position. He's the running back at the wrong position.
Yeah, that's racism.
They didn't even put him at top 10 for top 10 quarterbacks in the league.
Crazy.
So like
that was crazy.
They put Deshaun Watson hasn't played in ages.
I don't. I'm okay with that though. Like not Lamar made out the time, but Deshaun Watson, bro. Like the last time we seen him, he was great. So I mean, like you can't.
He was a top 3 quarterback.
One has an MVP, the other one doesn't.
Yeah, true. Yep.
But did he play that year? Maybe he was. But it's like the same thing with Brady, or just like any old aging player. Like some of them just hit cliffs. Like everybody thinks Harden hit his cliff already, right? You never know if Brady, this is the year, which I don't think is gonna happen. I think this man is just Iron Man. But I like drop everything and just like become most mediocre quarterback. And like you could say that about any quarterback or any player, honestly. So that's why I say like,
but Lamar Jackson's like what, 25 years old? He's not going to fall off the cliff.
Hey, but Cam Newton, and Rico not gonna like this, but Cam Newton, like
it was injuries for Cam though too.
Yeah, and he fell off at like 30. He didn't fall off like 30. Yeah, he was at his best at this age at 25.
A little before that, and in my opinion, his peak was the beginning of his career. Like even right after that Super Bowl run, it was just downhill from there. I mean, that's a given.
His peak was that year of the Super Bowl run. That was his absolute best. Peak. That year of the Super Bowl run. It was like, what if LeBron James played quarterback? That was Cam Newton. That's basically what he was that year.
He had an earlier peak. But my point is, like, after that Super Bowl run, he's just been downhill, and you would never thought that. Especially, he is a running quarterback. But
yeah, that's when the injuries started piling in.
Yeah, and then he was really good when he came back, and then he got hit with COVID and just been terrible since. Yeah, he got hit with that COVID real bad. Real bad, like in the worst way. But yeah, I just like, for me, Lamar Jackson under Kyler Murray is a little crazy to me. I like Kyler Murray, but like he hasn't won an MVP, and I just feel like you gotta respect Lamar Jackson over that one.
Easily.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought that was weird.
Yeah. Oh, did you you got to play that my man glitching on the basketball court, my player.
Oh yeah, you right. I completely forgot you said that. I was like, I feel like we're forgetting something. I'm glad you said something before we got off too, because I completely forgot.
I just thought I'd hop on 2K after this, and I'm like, yeah,
it uses a unique codec that your browser does not support. You follow these steps to convert it. I've never seen that.
I said it. Just did I not?
Yeah, it says it's a. What file is this? It says it's a MOV. So I guess they not rocking with the MOV. Let me see. Quick actions.
Interesting.
Convert maybe and code. Let me try to see if I can do something with it.
Bro.
You say what happened?
I said, Seyi, you about to hop on Madden, bro?
I need to download it. I need to download. I might use that 10-hour free trial. Probably not all of it. I just need something to play.
Let me see. I found a video.
I just don't feel like paying that 70. I just need a new game to play.
No. The 70 is crazy.
I'm not.
I was probably gonna play. I'm not even gonna pay 60, but I just need a game to play. So I'm probably just gonna rock that 10-hour free trial, play a little bit of it, see some of the glitches, and be out.
I'm hesitant to drop 70 on 2K, but it's gonna happen. It's inevitable.
Yeah, 2K, I'll do it, but I never actually drop 70. I always will find a game for like 60 on eBay or something. If you don't care about getting a day one purchase, just buy it on eBay. It's always cheaper on eBay. You get a new unused version on eBay for cheaper.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna game.
Unless you can find the Mexican version of the game, which I haven't found in recent years. So.
The Mexican version.
You still be
yeah.
No, I had that one run where I just found Mexican versions of games for like $20-$30. I haven't found it since. I don't know where it is now.
What do? Do you like load up the game and go on Google Translate the settings?
All you gotta do is go. I mean, I know enough Spanish to know what the setting is, so I can just go to the setting and just change it.
Okay, I got you.
Actually, no, I think the game's in English anyways. It's just the cover of the game, like the cover, the actual hardcover is in Spanish.
I got you.
Then I feel sorry for them, like for the ones that can't speak English. That's some hate.
That is.
But them at a disadvantage. Like, why would you sell me a Spanish copy without Spanish on it?
It might be your PlayStation settings though. Like if I put like a Spanish, it might be
automatically converts it. That's interesting. All right, let's see what Jalen was talking about with 2K. Let's see. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a crazy move. I haven't seen that move before.
I was gonna say, I don't know what button you press for that one, but you a legend for that, man. You are a legend for that. Hold on, I keep going up. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wizardry. Yes, sir. So got the defender out the way.
Hey, we're gonna ignore the fact that I was cold though. We're gonna ignore that.
Oh yeah. I wasn't even gonna acknowledge that. I was like, hey, that's the way you got out of it. He was like, I gotta do whatever I gotta do to get out of this code. Even if I gotta cheat. If I gotta put in a cheat code real quick, I'm gonna get uncode.
Oh, Rich, how's the soundtrack? Is the sound trash? Is the soundtrack sound trash? Yeah.
Ever since Wild Bunch and Tech Nine and Nappy Roots and then like all of the really good rock bands haven't been on it, it's just been terrible. FIFA is
all of New York are running back like Saquon.
Yep.
It's just gonna be all these forced NFL references.
Hey,
ever since No More Newfound Glory, No More Avenged Sevenfold.
Blink 182,
terrible.
Classic.
Yeah, them soundtracks are terrible, bro.
Personally write a football related song and hand it to Black Thought and tell him to rap it. First for me, please.
You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, to get on, to make some money real quick. Write a super corny football reference.
I'm a star running to the top like Lamar. Something like that.
Hey, it's better than what they got up there now. It's literally better than what they had last time. What was the lyric? What did you just say? The other one?
Ball of New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yeah, it's terrible, bro. That ain't it. That's not it at all.
And the beat with it too. You know the song, right? Or no?
I know I've heard it. I've been on Madden.
Yeah,
I try my best to forget it. I mute my mic when I go on Madden now.
I know the song. It's been
Damn it! Every time it's like, damn, bro, this song comes on, that Jay Critch song, and it's like, all right, bro, it's time to.
I give him. Even the loading screen to this past Madden had a terrible song on it. Like the little guy rapping all beat. I don't remember how it went, but I just know after like a week or 2 weeks of playing Madden, I just had my mic on mute whenever I loaded up the game. It was like I can't.
It wasn't G Herbo off beat.
Nah, it was like weird. I forgot who it was. I forgot what it was. It was like a weird beat. The beat was all beat. I don't remember if he was off beat or the beat was off beat. Something was off, and it made me mad. I can't remember. I don't even want. I do not want to remember. I'm not about to go look it up.
Hey, I don't know if you remember this when I called you like maybe a couple weeks ago about I was trying to get Madden on my MacBook.
Oh yeah. How'd that go?
He annihilated my MacBook. So I finally got Madden on my MacBook, right? But then it ran super slow, which I kind of assumed was gonna happen, but it was terrible. And then I tried to fix something and make more space, and I ended up deleting the Mac OS. So now I only have Windows. I only have Windows on my MacBook.
What?
So I only have the option for Windows on my MacBook at the moment. So
your MacBook is a PC.
Yeah.
Only a PC too, not Mac and PC, just PC only.
Yes, sir. I got the first ever Windows Mac, bro.
Are you gonna fix it, or you just?
I'm going to, but I'm so deflated that I don't even want to look.
You just don't even want. Yeah, just don't even want to deal with it.
Because I know it's take like at least a half an hour of just like straight my mind on like figuring out how to get the Mac OS downloaded, and it's just I've
never heard of that.
4 hours trying to figure it out how to get the the boot camp or whatever that you have to get and then Windows and then downloading Madden and waiting Madden to download, and it was just like, bro, I just wanted to play Madden, bro, and now I'm the Windows Mac. So yeah.
That's so crazy. I've never heard of that happen. I didn't even know you could delete OS. Like I had no idea that was possible.
I didn't even know you could get Windows.
Yeah, I didn't either until that week. I didn't know either, and then I didn't know you could delete the Mac OS. And now I'm sitting here. I haven't touched it in since that time. I haven't touched it. I just let it ride. You got it.
So Madden was so bad it messed up your whole computer.
You said what?
I didn't even know that with Max, but Madden was so bad that it messed up your whole computer.
Basically.
Yeah, I only knew you could do the boot camp thing with the PC stuff because I knew a lot of people that did that at St. John's. Their Macs were PCs at the same time. That's the only reason I knew.
If I knew that, I would have got a PC. That's the reason I didn't get a PC. I never used their laptops. I just got my own. They just gave me Lenovo. I just let it sit around. I was using my own.
Yeah, that Lenovo, boy. I had it for a little bit. Then my grandma gave me her MacBook, and I never used it except for when I had to.
I just looked at all the MacBook kids like, y'all bougie, huh? Like, y'all pay the extra money? Like, I couldn't be my family.
It's just the software. Being able to have the FaceTime and iMessage on your thing is convenient. Other than that, there's nothing else to it. At least in my opinion. I don't really know.
But in St. John's, I think you had to pay like $100 extra to get that MacBook. While I think Lenovo was free. Like they give you Lenovo for free. So like I just looked at the other students like, damn, y'all family got money. Could have been my family. They weren't going to do that.
It's crazy too because the difference is like way bigger than $100, but still, like when you're supposed to get a computer for free, $100 is ridiculous. Like, where am I supposed to come up with this $100?
Yeah, and it made me think Lenovo's were trash because the one that they gave us was a piece of garbage. But Lenovo's are actually really good PCs. I got Lenovo right now, and this Lenovo, this gaming Lenovo Legion 5 Pro is amazing. It could play any game I want on it.
Worst, most simple that would break. I mean, they had literally a computer workshop building for us because they knew they were
trash. Yes. Trash.
They literally gave us a whole building to fixing computers. Yeah, bro, bad. They even had a camera to where you could check on the website to see if there's a line before you even leave your dorm. Like you could go to the St. John's website. Is there a line? No, let me hurry up and go real quick. Because they knew
about it. They could have just been 2K and just like, nah, we not
getting. Oh yeah. It could have been way worse. Yeah, it's super worse. It was good, Tyrone. Yeah, it could have been way worse. But yeah, that Deshaun Watson thing, I didn't know you had. I would have. Nah, I mean, but it worked out perfectly. No, because first of all, I needed the PC because if you do business classes, they say you technically need the PC. So that's literally all I used it for ever. And again, I only used it for like a year. No, really a semester, because by the time second semester, grandma let me have her MacBook.
I would have found.
So I was good.
I would have found 100. She says.
I would have. I appreciate it, but like I technically was supposed to have a business one. Like it was almost required with me doing business classes and stuff like that. But yeah, man, that Deshaun Watson situation is crazy. This fight song situation. You know what else is crazy?
No. I knew you were gonna do this. So I was already prepared. Not listening to a single thing. I'm not gonna listen to this. No. I know, Rico. You might want to listen to this. Somebody in the comment might want to listen to this, blowing Lowry's back out, but not me. Not me.
Look, how did he combine the two? How did we combine the two? But all right, sir. Oh, wait, listen.
I was gonna say he's gonna be inducted in the Toronto Raptor Hall of Fame. They gotta drop that. They gotta hit that.
Yeah.
He gets inducted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotta do it. It has to be that exact one. Even if they only play like 3 seconds of them to troll them, and then cut it off and then do it for real. They gotta do it.
They have to.
He got you. Kept me off the pole. Thanks. Thanks. But anything I wanted to say before we got up out of here?
Seyi.
How many shots y'all got? How many shots y'all got? How many times I said blow? How many shots y'all got?
And then you said it as you were saying it, so now it's another one. He said while you were addressing it, you said it again, so now they got to do another one. Whoever was doing it.
Yeah, I'm not playing that drinking game because I'm never gonna want to drink after that night.
Yeah, especially what the topic is. Like, why is that related to it? Why am I doing that for that? Like, why? That DeJounte Murray is different, bro. That is a different type of guy. But all right, y'all, man. We on the way out. Again, y'all already know every Friday broadcast podcast. My brother Jalen, partner Seyi, talking about everything under the sun. Again, y'all can, ask us whatever questions y'all may have in the chat. If y'all want us to discuss certain things, it could be about anything. We'll more than likely discuss it unless it's something super crazy. And then, yeah, hopefully we have another Ezra Miller update by next week. And we'll catch y'all.
I've never cared more about pop culture in my life ever since you told me that stuff.
Yeah, Ezra Miller's the first celebrity I've ever kept tabs on, ever. I'm like, I can't wait to see what he does next, like ever. Hey, but yeah, man, we will catch y'all again next Friday at 7 p.m. I appreciate y'all, and as always, thank you, Jalen and Seyi, for pulling up, and we'll catch y'all next week, man. Big.